what is really happening in the market right now. So as we near to the end of the year, okay, we only got a couple of days left, 2 days left. We're coming to the end of the year. Of course, the market looks a bit shaky. A lot of people are panicking regarding how the market's kind of bleeding out, especially the alts. And I've talked about this many times. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more here as well, how BTC isn't good for the alts. We are going to talk about that. However, I am excited to see the reds because I'm also looking at some big moves as well. So we're going to talk about all of this. This is the critical point in BTC. Critical point, because not only are we going to be closing a monthly candle, right? I know a lot of people don't realize what's about to happen. We're going to be closing a monthly candle. We're also going to be closing a yearly candle. That's very big. So we have approximately 2 days and a few hours remaining until we close this candle, and things are about to get really interesting. So when I look at higher time frames, especially on the chart, especially for BTC, I'm not looking at the 4 hour, 8 hour, and this and that. Of course, whenever I look at those are for my trading sessions, not for market predictions or market projections, right? We should call that. If you're here for the first time, my name is Sham. This is 0x5. The truth is always out there. I normally talk about cryptocurrencies and all sorts of other conspiracies and all sorts of other theories that I have. If you are kind of into that kind of stuff, then do consider subscribing, smash that like button, and yeah, I mean, you can also join the Discord and everything. There's loads of stuff in the description. Check them out, right? So let's talk about BTC right now. So BTC today, right now, sitting at 3,500. Yes, it dipped down a little bit, but I'm not too concerned, because those of you who follow me on this channel specifically, and on Discord as well, you know very well that I've been going on about us expecting to have a correction. That's one. We've been expecting that. Of course, we were really disappointed that we got a 15% correction from the $108,000 down to around $92,000, $93,000. It was approximately about 15%. We were not happy about that, right? Because that's not how the market works, right? But before going to $100,000, I have constantly talked about how we should expect a $90,000 to $92,000 level. That's the comfortable zone for us. Of course, if we go a little bit below that, shouldn't be much of an issue. I see Constant here and I see Bubble here. Both of my brothers are here. My God, what a small world. So nice to see you both. So of course, I've been going on about this, right? But there's more to this as well. Now, I have also mentioned, I said, look, if we can go a little bit lower, possibly to around the $86,000, $88,000 level, that would be the best opportunity for us, because that would give us around the 20% mark, which is better than 15% in a correction, right? Because when we have a correction, guys, it resets everything. Now, the other thing that I've noticed on the charts as well, so if you flip over, take note, if you flip over your charts, go to the 3-day chart, what you will notice is we've been going sideways for 12 days. And I have mentioned how I was really excited about the sideways movement. Again, we've gone sideways. We've done what we had to do. We're making a decision right now. So all of this downward trend that you're seeing over the last few days, and, you know, ups and downs, I'm not concerned about the ups. It's the downs that I'm really excited about, because what happens when we go all the way down, guys? Right? What happens when we go down? Well, we end up basically going back up again, right? So it is what it is. Cax, if you want to get banned, then carry on saying whatever you're saying, bro. But here, please be respectful. If you've got nothing better to say, just go away. You're not welcome here, right? Just go away, right? So anyway, so with BTC, right? So of course we've been expecting this, and if you look at the 3-day chart, as I said, right, you start seeing how this pattern forms. I'm going to just quickly, give me a second. Yeah, I'm just going to ban this guy right here, so because we don't need people like that on the chats here, so it's okay. We don't need that, guys. We're here, we're civil, we're going into a brand new year. We want to be really positive and excited and friendly with everybody and peaceful with everybody, so that you know, we open up a new year with good positive attitude. I see Adam here. Salam, my brother, nice to see you as well. So Now this is what I've been going on about. As I said, like last few weeks I've been talking about this, in fact almost 3 weeks now, I believe. So this pattern has formed after we've talked about it, and I said, guys, look, we need to see a correction. And this was when we were around the $100,000, by the way. We never even went to 108. That was later. Right? So I said, look, we need to see around the $90,000 level or $92,000 level, possibly even the $86,000 level, also good for us. Of course, we have other numbers below that as well, but we don't really want to go there because then we're risking a bit too much, right? We don't want to go there. What we want to do is stay at a comfortable level and then bounce off that. That's the best position we can be in. Of course, we know that at that time, alts will bleed out, because that's the problem. BTC is the enemy of all alts. When all the attention goes to BTC, something somewhere will suffer. And we are going to talk about something else as well. One of the brothers in Discord, he kind of joked about it, but I am going to talk about it because we can be serious about it. He said something about who wants to be a millionaire. And I'll talk about this as well, because yes, this is a strategy. A lot of people, if you follow this, yes, you can be a millionaire, not a problem, right? Okay, yes, Bubble's moderating. So I see Bubble. Carry on, Bubble. I'm not gonna, do you know what I'm gonna do? You guys carry on for a little bit. I'm gonna switch off the chats, guys. I'm gonna switch off the chats because I don't want to be disturbed while we're talking. Because again, a lot of people come here and they talk all sorts of nonsense and God knows whatever. Maybe they're having fun and we can all laugh about it at the end of the show. But while we're doing a live show, especially trying to get some information out to all the people, I think it's important that many people be respectful and stay to the topic and hopefully bring some value, like maybe some good questions and this and that. So as I said, one of the members, he said how to be a millionaire. We are going to talk about that now. With BTC right now, the way I'm looking at certain things, right? So I have published a few charts earlier on Discord. So those of you who are not members of Discord, you are welcome to come and join the family, but just don't be a troll. You're welcome to come and join the family. You will see those charts because I've actually published the bear market bottom target prices. I didn't save the chart, so I can't show you those charts. And I said to everybody, I said, guys, these are dynamic, hence why we cannot save them. But we do have our ranges and our levels based on our support resistance clusters. And it's a unique indicator that I use. And they're all giving us those kind of numbers. So we know where we need to be. Right. We also know that if we go anything below $69,000, we literally enter the bear market. So this is like an early signal. So even if you do the total maths from $108,000 to $69,000, just round the numbers up, 110 to 70, that's like $40,000 below. That actually technically puts us into a bear market territory. So those are numbers you need to look out for. Of course, one of the other things that I constantly tell all my community members, and everybody knows me, and I'm quite well known for this in the community, they laugh about it every time I say stop loss, because that's a way for you to protect yourselves, right? You have to be able to protect yourself. So when the market was bleeding out, we wasn't bothered. I mean, most of us wasn't bothered. I know there's still a few guys in the group, in the communities, who are new, who don't understand myself and how I kind of operate and what I do. So they've come along and they've still kind of pessimistic on certain moves that I do. Probably don't even use stop losses or whatever because they just think this guy's a freaking maniac. Yes, he welcomes us to his channel and whatever, but we're not going to follow everything he says. And it's fine, guys. You do your own research. It's your money. This is not financial advice. Do whatever you want. I'm not an official financial advisor, right? And talking on that one, I'll kind of do a little plug there. It's not even a plug, but just kind of trying to make things clear. I know a lot of you guys, new guys, come and join Discord and want to connect with me, which is great, right? I will happily connect with anybody on a public chat without any issues, because then everybody's getting the same information. It's basically how this entire YouTube channel started. So kind of a little bit of a history. So I get a lot of people calling me, friends, family, and other people that I've got to know, acquaintances, and all sorts of other people. And what happens is everybody calls me for something, right? Could be anything, right? Mostly crypto related. They'll call me, but I just don't have enough time in the world to answer every single call or reply to every single message. So I said to everyone, I said, guys, I'm going to do the public stuff. So that way everybody gets the same answer. Everybody gets all of this. So if you had a question, that will be answered for you. Of course, if there are any other stuff that I do, like for example, I reserve my time, my personal time in the private conversations for some of my clients through the consultancy that I do. If it's that, then please do message me and I'll happily talk about it. Because imagine I'm sitting there messaging someone or talking to someone for 10-15 minutes. I just don't have enough 15 minutes in a day to to talk to everyone, right? And most of these sessions can be an hour to 2 hour long, so I just don't have enough 2 hours. You know what I mean? There's only 12 of them in a day, and I need to sleep, eat, and do all sorts of other stuff. So it gets a bit difficult for me. Hence why I say, guys, please, if it's really important, of course, any little bits and bobs, yeah, you can ask me. That's not an issue. But if it's something very important that you really need to have a private discussion, then please do contact me privately. But other than that, keep things on the public, because that's the best way. I like that as well, because that way everybody gets that information. I hope that kind of makes sense. Right. So going back to crypto right now, and I will switch the messages on in about 5 minutes, guys. Give me a second. So going back to crypto, when we look at, as I said, BTC, we know that we don't want to go to 69k. That's not a level we want to be in. However, above that, we do have 74k, which is still fine. 74k to 86k is fine if we do get a major correction. Now, that also kind of applies to the total market cap, because on the total market cap, we are seeing it currently at 3.2 or 3.18 trillion dollars, depending on whose chart you're using. So I use TradingView. On my TradingView, it would say 3.18. I know coin market cap might say 3.2 trillion dollars. Now, whatever the number, doesn't matter. We just don't want to fall below $3 trillion, because it's a psychological level, psychological support level we cannot lose. All right, so that's very important. Those of you guys who understand charts, who understand psychological resistance and support, it's not a technical pattern, it's a psychological pattern. You also understand that we don't want to lose that, because that will cause a bit of an issue. Now, that's that, right? So alts right now would be a good opportunity to buy anything you're looking at. I know there was a brother on Discord earlier on, he mentioned something about AI agent. In fact, I did create a thumbnail with an AI agent, but I'm not going to talk about that. AI agents, guys, let's kind of give you a little bit about that as well. So with AI agents, what you've got to understand is, yes, they're AI agents. We're going to have plenty of AI agents, and most of them are not even going to be in crypto. They're going to be outside in the real world, being charged, and companies making money. Of course, any AI agent companies out there who are publicly listed, we would want to buy the stocks and shares, because they could potentially do a lot more. So I'm expecting big things from Microsoft and Apple and XYZ. I would love to buy the shares, because they might actually hype up, because that's where the money's going to go. However, in crypto, we have a niche, right? We have an actual niche, or niche, whatever people want to call it. We have that, and the opportunities are immense, right? So if there are some AI agents that are popping out or becoming very popular, and getting all the hype, then of course we're in it for the money. We should take that opportunity and make the money. So there are plenty of AI agents, crypto, that I've been looking at, and I've kind of been marking them up, but not for right now. Right now, I'm not interested in buying any more fresh new coins. These are picks for my next season. So I'm already picking up coins that I want to buy next season. Hence why I've also published, based on some questions, and I did mention it earlier on as well. Like, I think last week I mentioned it on a live stream. I was actually going to talk about it on a stream, but I just done it anyway. So I've published the charts for everybody, and I said, guys, the charts are published for you. So now the truth is always out there, as I say, right? On Discord, you can go and see those particular charts and the numbers and the targets that I've set up, right? So people know exactly what zones to buy in. And I've kind of given a brief description. For example, on one of them, I said, that's when I'm going to be. So I didn't say anybody else. I said, that's when I'm going to be selling my house and selling my kidneys, right? Because that's the point that I want to enter the market. Of course, it's dynamic. It could change. So that's a whole different story. So that's that. Now, of course, when we get these kind of opportunities, when we're getting these kind of forecasts, and when we're getting these kind of predictions, right? What if the market actually goes towards the bear market bottom? What if we enter a bear market bottom? What's the plan then? Right? Well, obviously you have a stop loss, so you stop yourself, you protect your funds. That's the most important thing, because you don't want to be bag holders, right? In this channel, I don't like bag holders, right? Anybody who's a bag holder, I think you're foolish. You shouldn't be a bag holder. This is an opportunity. You need to sell, and you need to cash out and wait, because all you have to do is recycle that money, and you could actually accumulate more coins this way. So if we do end up going south for whatever reason, but I don't think we are going south. I'll explain that to you in a bit, right? Because there are some big moves coming. But if we are, then you're better off going back to Fiat or USD, whatever coins you want to go to, your stable coins, and then reaccumulate more, and then pump through that. Like, I see my brother Bubble here. Bubble's an e-gold massive e-gold holder. So when he has e-gold or Multiverse X, right, they are going into partnership with a whole bunch of things. So I don't know if you knew about this. Multiverse X or e-gold is actually going to be partnering up with some interoperability with Cardano and a few other blockchains. So there's future things coming. Also, they're also doing some updates as well very soon as well. So there's some positive news about them, and they're pumping, hence why. And I think, you know, we could potentially see some good news, like good pumps coming. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, guys, is obviously with the market, when we see the big signals, so the big move that I'm seeing is actually something completely opposite to what everybody else is seeing. Earlier on, I mentioned how excited I am with the red candles. So one of the things that I'm seeing, and I said this as well, I said, look, if we get red, right, and we're on a downtrend and we get to bounce, right, that gives us a reset in the market and actually gives us a bigger potential parabola, right, for the future. So I see something quite funny. I see like the year close, right, and the 3-month candle close in 2 days' time, basically New Year's Day. So 1 second past New Year's Day. Whatever that candle does, right, that will be a deciding factor for how we carry on for the next 2 weeks to 4 weeks. And it's going to basically give us a signal, right? So that I need that candle to close. So in 2 days' time, when that candle closes, we'll probably do a New Year stream. I don't know. I've got too many parties, so I'm not really sure if I'm even going to be online. So I'll talk about that later. But if we get that confirmation is going to tell us either we're going up or we're going down. And if it's giving us a signal that we're going up, then we could be bullish for another 3 months. So that means we can confirm until the end of March, right? However, if it shows us a bearish sign, then we might want to just sit back, relax, and just wait for the market to come to us at our target prices, because then we're going to have to look at the market, because it's dynamic, and see what's the target zones for us. So that's what we're going to have to look at. So that's that. Now, during that time, or when we enter a bear market bottom, who wants to be a millionaire, right? You know, it's going to be a great opportunity for a lot of people, right, to actually buy some of the top tier coins, especially BTC or whatever. In fact, BTC, back in the days, we used to talk about, I used to tell people, just buy 10% of a BTC. Well, you can't, most people can't afford 10% of a BTC, and that's the reality. Of course, there's not that many people out there with $10,000 in their wallets or $9,000 today. They don't have that. So, not a problem, right? Your target should be to buy 0.01%. That means 1%, just 1%. If you can buy 1% of a BTC, that's $1,000 worth, or currently $900 worth. That's enough for you to be a millionaire, right? In about 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, but target should be 5 years. Should be able to, right? Because what's happening is in the bigger market, especially with the institutions, they're all leveraging whatever their assets are and shares and whatnot, and they're doubling down on BTC. So they don't care if everything is looking bad. They don't care. They're going OTC. In fact, it turns out there are some OTC networks out there, all right? I won't mention who, but they are going to be paying, and they are right now, they are paying approximately $5,000 more, right? To depending on the volume. So if you have a large quantity, you want to sell, for example, $2 million worth, because they don't care about the 1 or 2 BTC. They're not interested. Those ones, they'll pay you less. They don't even want those. They don't even talk to you. But if you're selling, for example, if someone's selling $2-3 million worth, then you'll have your money within 15 minutes, and they're paying $5,000 per BTC extra. So what's the goal here, right? Why aren't they looking at the 1 or 2 BTC? Why do they want hundreds of BTC in one batch? Why? Because they're trying to accumulate more BTC, because they know there's something big coming very soon, especially in the financial markets. Because when you look at the greater stocks as well, especially like S&P 500, NASDAQ, the FTSE 100, and all the other stocks, the big index funds on the planet, they are also kind of printing the same kind of a pattern as BTC, right? Yes, there is a bit of a correlation, right? You know, they're kind of identical, but there may be a point where they kind of disconnect. And if they disconnect, then that means one could go south and one could go north. We don't know which one's going to do what. Do you know what I mean? But we are seeing institutions buying more BTC, more crypto than ever before, right? And that only says one thing: they want our crypto. They're not fussed about the money, because they're just playing with free money. Like when you sell shares, it's free money anyway. So that's free money. So that's what they're doing basically, guys. Now I'm going to go back to the chats and let's see what everybody's been talking about. And I hope everybody's being polite. Right? Let's see. Right. So let's see what's going on. All right. KR here. KR says, what's all these clown comments come from? We just started the stream. It is what it is, my brother. It is what it is. But as I said, look, we're going into a new year. We want to go in with a very positive attitude, right? We want to be polite to everybody, and we hope that what we give to people is what people give us back as well. This channel has been around for 4 years, as you know, KR and Bubble, like both of you are my first number 1 and number 2 subscriber, right? On the public domain. And yes, I mean, it's just freaking awesome having you guys here. And you guys know that, yes, sometimes I lose it and this and that. But you know what? I've kind of been looking at my last couple of years, right? And I know I haven't been perfect, right? I know emotionally I haven't been there, right? And also some other psychological situations plus financial situations that I've had. And I've always been transparent about it, right? So I haven't really been in the game as much as I should be. Of course, last 6 months is when I've come and I've doubled down, right? And then I've kind of recovered myself a little bit, but not as much as I should be. And looking at all of those things, I said, you know what? If I'm going to throw negative energy out there, then I'm only going to receive it back. So I need to start being positive, look at things in a whole positive light, right? And the universe will provide me, right? The law of attraction. So if I now engage people in a positive way, I think I should be able to receive positive feedback, and it will be a positive feedback loop actually. So everything should be positive from that. So we are on a target. I do want to get the channel to around 10,000 subscribers, and I think we are going to get there, right? Also, I want to grow the Discord community. We are going to get there, right? So how fast we go, there's a different story, but we are going to get there. Plus, I am now going to start kind of working on the Twitter as well. So I might start working on that as well, and we are going to get there. Do you see what I mean? So I'm being positive in every way. Plus, when I'm looking at BTC, as I just said, if you buy 1% of a BTC, 1%, so not even 10%, right? Not 10 grand's worth, just buy $1,000 worth, maybe 5 years, maybe a decade's time, that will be worth $1 million. You see how I'm being positive here, right? So there's more. Right? So XRP world says BTC is going to zero, boy. Okay, if it's going to zero, it's going to zero. By all means. BTC is going to zero. I don't see why XRP can't go to zero. So I can clearly see you're an XRP fan, which is fine, right? Whatever's going to zero, whatever's not, what are we going to do about it if it goes? I know what I'm doing. Stop loss, bro. So what if XRP goes to zero? Do you know what I mean? So end of the day, no point being a fanatic of a particular coin unless you only hold that coin. Then I salute you, my brother. I always say this to people. If you are an absolute XRP fanatic, that you do not believe in any other coin apart from XRP, and you do not hold in any other coin by XRP, then I salute you. But if you hold XRP and another single cryptocurrency, you're a freaking hypocrite. You're a hypocrite because you can't say one thing about one coin and not the other. They're all cryptocurrencies, and BTC is the reason why XRP even exists. Right? Let's put it this way. BTC is the grandfather of all cryptocurrency. Don't take that away. You can't take that away. Right? Even now, when you go and ask people, what is crypto? Have you heard of crypto? Do you know what cryptocurrency is? Right? People would say BTC, Bitcoin, because that's the one they know. That's the name they've always heard. Right? Less people know about XRP other than the XRP army and the community. So let's not talk about that. Right? Let's be honest with ourselves. So it is what it is. So anyway, sell your Bitcoin to buy XRP. Of course, that's what you're going to say. What I'm going to tell everybody, guys, right? Sell your Bitcoin to buy XRP, and then when XRP goes to a good level, our target $10, dump all of them, dump it completely to oblivion. Because if you don't, guess what? The founders are going to dump it on you, right? And then go back to BTC and buy double the amount, if not 10x the amount of BTC. XRP says Tether is going to fall and take BTC with it. Tether can go wherever. We don't care about Tether. What's Tether got to do with BTC? It doesn't. That's basically just a regulatory FUD, right? But if you you're just getting a little taster of what's about to happen, what's coming, basically. So good luck to you, and good luck to your XRP, and good luck to Tether vanishing, and good luck to BTC going to zero, because yeah, carry on holding XRP. You're going to be in a lot of pain very soon, very soon. And believe me, I don't hate XRP as the coin, or I don't hate the community. I love them, I admire them, I respect them. But when I see someone like you who clearly doesn't understand the implications of what XRP is bringing to the market, the entire centralization that's coming, and the total control that's coming, I feel sorry for you, because if you know what's about to happen, maybe you can plan for it and stay one step ahead. That's all I'm going to say. So anyway, I see Jucator, my brother, nice to see you. It says back in 2018, Bitcoin reached a point where it's mathematically impossible to go to zero. Anyone that says it will, it has no clue talking about. 100%. That's exactly the point, right? So, when we look at certain things, when we look at the market, when we look at the trend, when we look at all the institutions buying, of course, institutions currently. So, for example, Japan is one of the largest holders of XRP, but that's only Japan. Do you know what I mean? There are 50 other countries who also hold some XRP. In fact, XRP is so desperate, the founders are so desperate, and because originally they held 80% of the entire XRP supply, they're freely giving it away, donation. They just gave Trump 5 million XRP tokens. So when Trump decides to dump that, well, guess who's going to feel it? These people who are so fanatic about it, they're going to feel it. You know what I mean? But anyway, ultimately, I don't care what coin goes to $1 trillion or $1 billion or $1 million. And I don't even care if it goes to zero. You see what I mean? I don't care. Why? Because I know my goals are set. I know exactly why I'm here. I'm not here for what BTC is. I'm not here for Satoshi. I don't even know who the fuck he is. Excuse my language. I don't know who he is, right? He, she, it, right? Alien, time traveler. We don't know, right? CIA, FBI. We don't know. So end of the day, I don't care who Satoshi is. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for the blockchain. I'm not here for what BTC stands for, because BTC, we can have an update and the entire protocol could change. It could be something completely different. So I understand all of these things and I accept it for what it is, right? So I'm not here for none of that. Guess what I'm here for? I have one goal only: to make money, right? And every season, rinse and repeat the same thing over and over again and make more and more and more and more money. That's my one definite goal, right? So for me, whether it's XRP that's going to make me money, whether it's BTC that's going to make me money, whether it's Ethereum that's going to make me money, it doesn't matter, right? And whether they go to zero, it still doesn't matter. Do you see what I mean? So I'm not being biased here. I don't have one favorite coin. For me, everything's my favorite coin, even though I prefer BTC as my store of value over all others. Right, so I still prefer BTC as my personal savings account compared to all other cryptos. But if BTC goes to zero, I have a freaking stop loss. Guess what? I'm stopped out and back into your fiat, the garbage money, right? And I'll probably get a lot more in the future. So that's what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, so Juke says there is no reason to care about the Bitcoin price. The true value is default hard coded, and that is 100 million per whole coin. This would mean one USD, one sat. Exactly. Well, that's the potential. Hence why I said, like, if you buy $1,000 worth, that could actually go to $1 million. It's coming there. It's going to happen sooner than later. I think it's going to happen sooner than later. As long now, there's another thing as well, guys. Look, currently 57% of all BTC in existence is owned by private wallets, not institutions, right? There's 6% still to be mined. So that's going to take us until year 2140, right? So another 100 years from now, 120 years from now. So that's fine, right? That's 6%. So if you add those together, that's 63%, right? So that means the remaining 37% is what's hovering around in the institutions and the exchanges and whatnot. As long as we, the holders, and a lot of people are still holding. I know people who are holding for the last 5, 6 years, 7, 8 years, 9 years, right? Those of the people who are still holding, if they don't dump, then it's fine. Then it's fine, right? Because there's going to be a point where there's not going to be any BTC in the exchanges, because these institutions, they're coming in with their free printed minted money, right? Press a button, print the money. They're coming with those kind of money. The loans, they're getting loans to get BTC because they know that when money goes to shit, when the financial system crashes, money's not going to be anything. They don't care about that. They just want to hold. They're trying to do the same thing as we do. As I said, for me, my personal bank savings account is still BTC. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Anyway. Joko just says I made 87,000 selling 0.0 BTC for 87,000. Nice. OTC, by the way. Awesome. Nice. Anyway, Desi here. Nice, my brother. Nice to see you. Jeffrey, so long, man. Where you been, my brother? It's been so long. Wow. Jeffrey, it's been about a year or so, man. Maybe about 2 years since I last saw you on a stream. Bloody hell, Jeffrey. Nice to see you, my brother. Adam says, you said by 1,005 years, we should be a millionaire. Do you mean to leave it and not touch it or sell buy during the bull and bear? You can sell buy during the bull and bear. That's the wisest thing to do. You don't just hold, you know what I mean? You buy and sell, right? When you buy the bottom. So when we go to the bear market bottom, you buy $1,000 worth. When we go to the bear market top, you dump it. Not a problem. You dump it, right? That's if you're in it for the money. Now, if you're in it for a store of value, then you hold on to it. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but that's the rule books we play. So, for example, I have liquid assets and I have illiquid assets. So illiquid assets is what I'm saving up. I don't care how much it's worth. I'm not looking at that. That's just money saved away, stashed away for the future, for my retirement. Anything that's liquid, that's floating around. That's buy, sell, do whatever. Any expenses, whatever I've got to pay for. That's where that's coming from. So you see what I mean? So there's a liquid amount that I would, buy and then do whatever. So if you buy $1,000 worth, say 5 years time, it goes to $1 million. Or just for the sake of this, it doesn't go to $1 million. Your $1,000, right? So your $1,000 goes to $10,000. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a good investment, right? It's a good investment. It goes to $10,000 or maybe even $100,000, right? Fine. At that time, the market shows weakness and the market wants to dump, but there's no harm. Sell it. Because now if you sell it for $100,000 and it goes back to say $50,000, just hypothetically, well, now you can double up and now you've got more for the future. So there are plenty of strategies to play. So it is what it is. It depends on how you kind of see it. So for me, I have a small percentage that I always leave aside on BTC. I don't want to look at that, right? I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't want to look at that. And then the other amount that I have, those are liquid. Those are bear market buys, bull market sell. Do you know what I mean? So I buy the red and sell the green and I'm out. So Jeffrey, I'm going to read your message, my brother. Bloody hell, man. Hope everything is going good, bro. I've been getting back little by little into the market. I have a question about market cap and the value of the coin or token like SUI. It went to 12 billion market cap, but the price of the coin or token like SUI, it went to 12 billion market cap, but the price only went to $5-7, and I bought at 1 billion market. Would it be more like 12? No. So when you're looking at the market cap, what you're realizing is showing you the fully diluted market cap means the total number of supply. So the total number of coins that will ever exist, that's the valuation. Same like BTC. When we start looking at BTC, it's showing you the total number of coins multiplied by the price, hence the market cap. So with SUI, because there's so many already locked, there's so many coins that are locked, so the valuation is calculating all of those coins because they're in existence. You know what I mean? If they don't exist, they won't show them, but they exist, right? So it's so many coins that are in existence, and it's showing that valuation. But the price action that you're talking about, that price action is only to do with the liquid crypto that's available to trade. So the price is determined by the liquid coins, right? And of course, when the vesting schedules unlock, right, when they start unlocking, what you'll find is they dump, so the price just pumps up and down. But it's a good coin. It's a very popular coin. In fact, the two projects launched at the same time. One outperformed the other. Say and Sui both came out, and I hold both of them, right? Complete transparency. I hold both of them, and I hold quite a significant amount. And for me, I bet on both of them. Of course, one performed a lot more better than the other, but it is what it is. Again, I'm not expecting to see a $12-13 yet. However, there is absolute no reason why it can't do that. $12 billion is nothing. In cryptocurrency, $12 billion is peanuts. $12 billion market cap is peanuts. It could potentially go to $100 billion, like Ethereum, like BNB and all of that, right? So we don't see a reason why it can't go higher. But in order for that to happen, I think more of the coin needs to be liquid. That's the key here, right? So we need all of these coins to start unlocking and coming to the market, because that's where the true value of the coins are, not the funds that are locked. I mean, you got 50% locked. What value does it give? It just shows up a number, nothing more. That's my opinion, at least. So yeah. Jeffrey says, I held and learned my lesson trying to make it this time. I don't understand. What do you mean? Give me some context. What do you mean by you held and you learned your lesson? What do you mean by that, my brother? Please explain to me. By the way, guys, my name is Sham. This is your rich father. The truth is always out there. We interact with the live community, so you're welcome to come and join our Discord as well. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and let's grow the community. You held during the bull market. You don't hold, brother. Yeah, as I said, there are, you've got to have a different strategy. If you've made, I've been transparent about this the whole time, like for 4 years now. I've been telling people, I said, guys, if I buy something and it made me 10%, so I'm going to give you small numbers, so that way I know a lot of people don't complicate. Let's not complicate things, right? Let's make it very simple. So say for example, you entered the market with $100. Simple numbers, right? $100. And for the sake of this video, it pumped and you made 10%. And you decided, I'm going to cash out my 10%. There's no harm in that. You cashed out with 10%. So now you have your $100 back and you have $10 more. So what I would do normally from that $10, I will use some of that to obviously compound and go back in with a higher number. However, a small amount, like say $1, $2 of that is going to go into BTC and Ethereum, right? And Solana as well. But the point is that's all I'm doing. I'm putting the profit money. So it's not my money. You see what I mean? So that's why I don't really care. Even if it goes to zero, it doesn't matter. It's not costing me anything. You know what I mean? So I'm putting some of that, I'm setting aside some of that profit money into a long-term hold. I don't need to trade that. That's not liquid. Anything that remains, that's my liquid capital. So now I can go back in the market with $105 and do the same thing again. And now if I make another 10%, well, I just made another $11. You know what I mean? And that's how I kind of carry on with the market. So liquid capital is completely separate. Right, it is completely disconnected to the stash, right? Because the stash comes only from the profits that we make, nothing more. So I don't go and buy. Oh, I'm going to go and work hard and everything, and I'm going to invest my money into crypto because I'm saving for the next 10 years. No, that's stupid. You don't do that. Liquid capital should be used to make more capital, right? And then the capital that you don't need, right, or bonus capital, that goes into the savings, if that makes sense, right? So that's how I do it. So yeah, but if you held throughout the bear market, okay, fine, right? There's nothing you could do about that because you're going to sell for a loss. Normally during a bear market, brother, you should buy, right? Always buy and hold during a bear market, right? There was a brother, I'm not sure, I haven't seen him on the stream recently, right? And I'll tell you this is hilarious, right? So Sui, there was a brother, he spoke to me about Sui, and he said, oh, I've got about 10 grand. He had $10,000. He said, I got about $10,000. I want to buy something and that you think may pump. So this is what he said to me. I said, well, what's your goal? What's your target? Right? This is before Sui launched, by the way, during the time when Sui announced it. And this is a true story, by the way. So he said, I got 10 grand, but I need to make 50 grand. I need 50 grand. This is what he said to me, right? I'm sure if he's here, he can vouch for this. This is the exact conversation we had, right? And of course, normally I wouldn't give his name. I'm not going to give his name, but it's a private conversation that we had, obviously through a consultation. So he said, look, I've got 10 grand. I need to put 10 grand in and I need to make this into 50 G's, right? And this is in the bear market, by the way. So he said, I need to make 50 grand out of this. So I said, right, what's your timeline? He said, timeline, I'm flexible. I'm not too fast, but I need to make 50K. Do you think if I put it into BTC, I can make 50K? Or do you think I should put it into Ethereum and I can make 50K? Or do you think there's something else? So I said to him, I said, buy Sui. And at that time, Sui was like 30 cents or 32 cents per coin. So he said, what do you think of Sui? I said, well, you got Sei or Sui, one or the other. Either way, they're both going to do minimum 5x for you. So your 10K, so forget what the price of the coin is. Don't worry about that. Put 10K in now. That 10K is going to guarantee give you 50K back. I'll let you guys do the maths if he kept it there. Anyway, so for whatever reason, he decided to say, oh, no, you know what? I'm not going to hold on. I need the money for something else. So he kind of backed off. He sold it for a bit of a loss as well at that time. He says, yeah, I'm going to cut my losses and I'm going to move off. I'm going to go and do something else. Whatever, each to their own. I'm not getting involved, right? But if the brother held that coin that he bought, right, he right now, just do the maths, you would have seen he would have definitely done 5, 6, 7x, right? Even on say at that time was a couple of cents, like I think it was like 8, 9 cents. So if he bought that, then yeah, he would have made a whole ton of money. Yeah, it's something crazy, man. But he just didn't listen. He didn't have faith in it. Do you know what I mean? He went in, by the way, he bought it. Initially, he bought it, but I don't know what happened. Maybe family, friends, other associate pressure, whatever the reason, he decided to sell it for a bit of a loss and then exit, you know. And since then, he hasn't shown his face to me or contacted me. I don't know why. It's sad, but, you know, maybe he's just feels bad that he didn't listen to me. But that was a guaranteed gain for him, and he would have made that already. He would have made his 5x, and he would have had extra that he could have played with. You know what I mean? So you need money. Yeah, you need quick money. There are ways to make quick money, but sometimes you got to have some faith, and you got to go in and make money. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. So Adam says, and you think the stash savings pot is best to go into BTC? For me, it is. I'm not saying that, you know, you should follow everything I do. All right, Adam, you shouldn't follow everything I do. Find your comfort zone. What are you comfortable with? Right. For me, as I said, I've been involved in BTC since 2015, middle of 2015. So for me, it stood the test of time. Right. And there's a clear trend that I can see, right, which kind of carves into the future, right? So just looking at that, we don't really see a like $10,000 BTC again. We don't see that coming in the charts. Every season that we progress, we're getting a higher and higher low, right? That means that the future, even if we dump, so right now, for example, if BTC dumps 90% from the $108,000, it still doesn't go to 10K. You see what I mean? So mathematically, it just can't go lower. Now, if we get a higher number, say for example, this cycle we get to 100K, or sorry, 150K, for example, or 200K, well, minus 90% off that, and we still can't get to those numbers. You see what I mean? So every season we are coming back and kind of testing the previous season's top and moving forward from there. You see what I mean? So because of that, we know that mathematically it's just going up. Hence why it's a better savings. Yes, it dumps, right? But when it dumps, it dumps. But we're not focused about that. That fund wasn't my money. You see what I mean? So because of that, I'm calm, I'm cool. It's not my loss. And even if it goes down, we're gonna do it, because anything could go down. You can have massive shares in a company. You could be the biggest shareholder in a particular company. The company goes down. Your stock goes down. You don't have power over that. So that's a reality we have to understand. And obviously risk management comes into this. So for me, I'm taking a risk, putting my assets into something for a very long time, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, right? For my children, my grandchildren, putting it in there. But my risk is that it's nothing, because I didn't actually put my own money there. I just put my profit money there. You see what I mean? So it's a whole different story. So yeah. Costan says, you can split BTC and ETH. What do you think going long term hold? Both, bro. I like both of them. So normally when I say, for example, if I invest $10, right, for my long term, then 50% of that usually goes to BTC. So the highest portion goes to BTC. 25% of that goes to Ethereum, right? And then the other 25% I'll diversify into some other altcoins that I like. For example, one of my favorite coins, even though there's a few bits and bobs that I'm not happy about, Solana. I still think Solana has the potential to go to $1,000 in the future, right? In fact, Visa, the company, you know, I don't know if you know this, you know, Solana's a partner of Visa. They were competing with speed, but then Visa wanted Solana to be a partner to do their crypto settlements. Visa. Solana's a partner of Visa already. Do you know what I mean? So of course they couldn't do the ISO 2002 because of the KYC situation that they got on the blockchain. However, it turns out that it's not only the KYC situation they got. In fact, I can't remember the name. I think it's Firestarter or Firecracker, something weird. I can't remember the name, right? They have an upgrade coming in 2025, which was due in 2024, by the way, but it's coming in 2025. When they do that update, they're actually making Solana more decentralized, and they're actually going to be allowing anybody to run a node and actually do validation as well. So that makes it more decentralized, like BTC, because anybody could open a node. You can just download the software and you open a node, and you can validate BTC as well. Similar way, Solana's going down that route as well. So good on them. I respect to them. Hence why I still believe that Solana has a good opportunity in the future to get to at least $1,000. That's why I'm still going to be holding. Of course, I have a stop loss for my liquid assets. So if it goes down, I want to buy, sell out and then buy the low so I can accumulate more. That's the whole goal. So I'm in it for the money, but the money isn't for me to go and pay my bills. For that, I'll go and do whatever normal job there is. In fact, today, all day, I've been working, right? Doing normal jobs and all sorts of other gig work, right? Why? Because I need to earn some bread and butter, my daily income or whatever, bread and butter. I don't have any bookings or anything because this time of the year, usually everyone's busy. Anyway, so I don't have any reservations. I don't have any consultations. So I'm free. So I need to earn. I'll go and do something else. I'm not worried about the crypto paying me a wages or income. Do you see what I mean? That's not the goal. The goal is to accumulate more and more of my favorite coins and stash as much as possible using the profits that I'm making from there. Do you see what I mean? So I'm in it for the long term anyway. So my whole crypto journey is all about accumulating more. Make the money, get in early, buy cheap, sell high, accumulate more coins, and do the same thing over and over again to the point where I have more crypto, right? And also when I talk about crypto, money doesn't really matter because it's not about the valuation, right? Valuation is obviously allows me to sell the top and buy the bottom again, right? It's all about how many coins I have, because for me, one Solana is one Solana, one Ethereum is one Ethereum. It's not $1, it's not $1,000, none of that business. It's one Ethereum. One BTC is one BTC. I don't care what the price of a BTC is, it's still one BTC. I want to be part of that 57%, and I am a part of that 57%. You see what I mean? So I am a part of that 57% of the planet. And if I could increase my 57%, right, or being part of that, and we can increase it to 58%, then I think that's a win for us. So that's the goal here, to accumulate more and more instead of letting the institutions accumulate more and more, because they have the exact same goal. You see what I mean? So that's what it is. Jeffrey says, yeah, 40 cents a year ago, now 4. That's 10x. There's something like that. It was about, no, but at that time it was about 32 or 36 cents. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, each to their own. You know what I mean? Listen, for me, I provide a service. So people come to me, right? They'll book me for an hour, 2 hour, depending on what the task is. They'll book me. Fine, right? I'll sit down there and they'll pay me whatever the charge is for that session. They'll pay me. Through that, we will strategize something. And after the strategy, I don't do it for you. You do it yourself. So I tell you what to do. So he did whatever I told him, but sadly he didn't stay. I don't know why. I think it was a month or 2 months later. For whatever reason, he exited and he sold his and he went back to his Fiat for whatever reason. I'm not sure. But if he just stayed and if he just held for a little bit longer, then it was the best opportunity for him, because not only he would have 10x, right? If he 10x, how much would that be? I don't know. I mean, 10k to 100k, yeah, he would have made 100k now. So not bad. He would have made more than 100k now, basically, and he could have literally flipped it into one BTC. So imagine he bought a BTC for 10k, and he would, yeah. So it is what it is. End of the day, there's so much I can do personally. There's nothing I could do. Adam says, maybe I'm overcomplicating things in my mind, but because I'm a newbie, I don't understand how to read the market. My goal is to pay the rest of my mortgage ASAP, 300k, and then I can work towards making. Okay, fair play. If that's your goal, then that's a good goal. There's nothing wrong with that, because I believe that you shouldn't have a mortgage anyway, right? Mortgage is a crime. Mortgage is a crime, because what they do is when you get a mortgage, they just mint the amount. They just mint extra amount. It's not like they got money sitting somewhere and they're giving you that money. No, they just mint that money. So every mortgage mints more money. And that's a crime against fiat. So yeah, making your millions. Of course, my brother. Why not? It is what it is. If you can make millions, save millions, good. Why not? If you got a mortgage, get rid of that mortgage. You don't need mortgage. That's a good goal, right? So, as I say, each person is individual. Everybody's got individual needs and wants and whatnot. Depending on, I mean, there are people out there who I know, I want to buy a car, right? Or some people say, I want to buy a house, right? Well, fair play, no problem. Whatever your goals are, it's your goal, but stick to that. That's the rule. Whatever your goal is, stick to that. As I said, my goal is not to own a car. I don't care. I don't even wash this car. I wash the outside, right? But inside it's not dirty. But I don't even bother. I'm like, well, I just need to get in and drive. I need a workhorse. This is my workhorse. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, right? I'm not fussed about material stuff, if that makes sense, right? I don't have a goal to go and buy another house. I don't have that. Do you know what I mean? I don't have a goal to go and do none of that, right? My goal is to accumulate, make as much money as possible, but only to rebuy the same coins that I like. And of course, every now and then I might change what coins I hold, you see? So I might change, right? So Cardano, for example, I held for a very long time, then I dumped, and then I bought a very smaller amount. So I didn't buy a large amount. I bought a smaller amount just to hold. But now I'm thinking I might actually double down on that. But there's no guarantee Cardano's going to perform. XRP, I held, and then I sold, and then I received some. So I received some for someone. I've never bought anymore. But now I'm thinking of doubling down. You see what I mean? So there are times where I will change my bags. That's why I say, when you look at certain coins, pick your coins, stick to your coins, depending on the fundamentals or the pumpermentals. For me, I care about the pumpermentals more than the fundamentals. I don't really care who owns, who the creators are, and none of that business, tokenomics, none of that matters to me. It's all about the pumpermentals. So if I know a coin pumps during a bull market, well, I want to buy it in the bear market, full stop. Do you see what I mean? If I'm getting a discount, well, I want to buy the discount. That's how it is. And then for me, another thing is I will prepare. So in a bull market, I'll prepare my entire list for the bear market. That's insanity. People don't even think like that. Right, most people are now thinking about, oh, we're going to go to $1 million. Oh, BTC is going to 500k. Oh, XRP is going to $100. That's what people are thinking, right? And I'm like, nah, I'm thinking about when I'm going to buy. I need to know what my lows are, because that's where I'm going to be sniping them, right? And when I'm saying sniping them, I'm not even joking. I'm literally going to be sniping them. I have bots set up on multiple blockchains. Unfortunately, BTC, we don't have that yet. But on Ethereum and on Solana and XYZ, right, there are bots, right? On other networks as well, there are bots. So I've got bots set up, loaded up, right, to snipe at a particular level. Do you see what I mean? I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing anything. And of course, there are centralized exchanges where I've also got bots activated as well to buy at a certain level. Do you see what I mean? So it's all about basically, buy the bottom, sell the top, accumulate more, buy the double the quantity, and continue like this, because that's all I need. I don't need anything else. So I can play this game all day long because I have no nothing financial coming out of this. There's nothing financial. The goal isn't to be financially free. I'm lazy. I don't even work. I don't do nothing. So all of those things are fine. My goal is to accumulate as much more crypto as possible. If I have to live in a box to do that, I will do that. Like I mentioned earlier on Discord, I said, I'm going to sell my house. I'm going to sell my kidney. Why? Because the exact same thing I said, right, back in 2021, right, or 2021, I think. I said, if we go to this price, do that. Those people who did follow through, who did do it, they're laughing right now. Because I said, look, guys, if we go below 19,000, whatever, do it. And there's a video out there. I said, sell your house, sell your wife, sell whatever you got, sell everything, right? And buy BTC. So there's a similar situation. People who follow that have made a lot of money. So you can accumulate a lot more. But depends whether you value things with fiat and monetary valuation, then yeah, you made a lot of money. A lot of people made a lot of money, right? Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. But if you don't value it in the currency and you just say, well, I used to have one BTC, well, now I have two BTC, and my BTC is just worth 1 BTC or 2 BTC, then the dynamic changes, because it doesn't matter what price it is, because price is just for other people. Adam says, I did buy 9k of XRP, more so because of the hype I'm hearing in the community. But out of interest, why would you double down on XRP, and do you think it's good idea that I grab a bit more? No, I didn't say anything about now, bro. I said I'm going to double down in the bear market. I'm going to buy a ton of XRP in the bear market. This is the whole. I'm not saying I'm going to buy anything now. I'm going to buy everything, whatever I've got now. I've already got my stacks. Right now, I am not adding another single coin. Of course, if it's meme coins, it's a different story. Those are one night stands. Get in, get out, 5 minute, 10 minute, whatever you can last, right? You know, the same. If you can last with your missus for half an hour, then you need to be in a meme coin for half an hour, full stop. That's your one night stand, nothing more. So treat it like that, basically, because they're not there for anything else. But of course, any major coins that we've already bought during the bear market, first of all, there are a bunch of altcoins that I've been public about it, and I said, look, I've already dumped them. Because they've already made me money. I've dumped them. Anything that's given me 300, 400, 500%, right? Even 200, 300%, they're already gone. I don't care if some of them are still pumping. I've got rid of them. Why? Because I don't need to focus on all the coins. Because how many coins are you going to focus on when the market goes south? How many can I prepare for those? So the things I can't prepare for, I've got rid of already. Things I can prepare for in the exchanges and set up orders and sell orders and stop losses, I've already done that. You see what I mean? So I'm fully prepared. So for me, I can sit here, talk to you guys without bothering about my exchange. I don't need to carry my laptop with me all day long or log in and panic about it and sweat. Oh, I'm going to lose money. Oh, I'm going to do this. No, I'm not doing none of that. I'm relaxed. I bought my stacks, carried it up. They're here right now. Stop loss, get out, exit. Right, and then buy more, carry on. But if I think the market's going to go down, I'm staying out of the market. I'm going to sit back, relax, stay out of the market, peace out, Netflix and chill, and I'm going to wait for the market to come to me, so then I can deploy. You see what I mean? Of course, with all the hype and everything with XRP and the community, there's a freaking large community and massive hype around it, right? Yes, great if you want to go and do whatever, but I wouldn't recommend topping up more. I wouldn't. What you got now, figure out when you're going to cash that out. Make that decision, right? And then if you really like it, if you like the performance it did now, then guess what? There's always a tomorrow. So that's when you're going to think, right, okay, I bought 9K's worth of XRP. 9K's worth of XRP made me. So your mindset would be 9K's worth of XRP made me 100K, just for the sake of this video. It made me 100K, right? Great, you made 100K. Now what you do, you sell your 100K's worth, right? And you wait so you can buy double, if not triple the quantity, all right? Maybe even more, right? When the market dumps. Because now you've tasted it and you're like, okay, last season I made 9K into 100K. This season I'm going to make 100K into a mil. Do you see what I mean? So your psychology has to be always forward thinking if you want to make money. So that's how I feel anyway. Haseeb, my brother, nice to see you. What is your opinion on alt season? Most are saying alts will go crazy. Well, alts, the season actually started approximately 2.5, 3 weeks ago, maybe even 4 weeks ago. So officially we are in an altcoin season, right? That's been confirmed, right? Through the indicators and everything. It's been fully confirmed. The only thing that's been letting us down a little bit is because of BTC. BTC shouldn't have gone to $108,000. It shouldn't have gone there. All right, that was wrong. It shouldn't have done that. It was moving too fast. It almost went parabola, right? Almost, because if it did, believe me, today we wouldn't be talking about what BTC can potentially do. Also, while we're talking, I kind of forgot to mention. So let me mention this as well. So BTC signal, as I said, 2 days from now, we will confirm whether we're going up or whether going down. So far, the way things look like to me, I think middle of January, we might see a bit of action, and looks like it's going to be positive. There's nothing set in stone. I can't be fully confirmed yet, as of course I don't have a crystal ball, but based on the analysis that I did, looks like the middle of January is going to be super bullish sign for BTC. But again, I need to see the data 2 days from now in order to confirm that. So that's the only dopamine I can give you right now, or maybe all the hope I can give you right now. But altcoin, as I said, altcoin has already started. The season has already started. BTC is the one that's letting it down. So we need BTC to move sideways, which it's been doing for the last 12 days. If you look at the 3-day candle, you can see moving sideways. And now what we need is the alts to start pumping. If the alts start pumping and BTC doesn't do anything, right, just stays where it is, that is when we're going to see the big moves in altcoins. Because right now there are so many altcoins that still have 10x minimum juice remaining. 10x remaining. I'm not even joking. There's a whole bunch of altcoins, hundreds if not thousands of altcoins that actually have so much juice, so much power remaining. So they've already done a 10x. They still have enough left in them to do another 5 to 10x at least. Right? That's the real definition of an altcoin season. That's the one everyone wants to see. But BTC has to stop, has to pause for a bit in order for us to move forward. So that's what I'm seeing. Steve A says Doge, Elon. Department of, I forgot what it is, but yeah, it's a nice, he gave it a nice acronym. He's doing his thing. Doge is doing his thing. Yeah, you know, Elon and Doge, yeah. If Elon tweets about it, Doge will pop. And look, let's be honest with ourselves. Doge is the grandfather of all freaking meme coins, and it is well established in the top 20 of the total market cap. I think that's a freaking achievement for an altcoin. And of course, there's a lot of development going on right now as well with altcoin itself. So other foundations and other crypto projects are also lending a hand. And I think something might happen. So yeah, if you are holding Doge, maybe you would just want to hold on to them. Doge is not a pump and dump thing. Just hold on to it, because I still hold a whole bunch of Doge. Not too much, but just enough, right? And so far it's done well, right? So my balance is looking good, but I'm not concerned whether it bleeds out. Again, why? Because my initial has already left. My initials in this game, last 6 months, I went big, right? I went big. But I tell you this, all my initials back. How freaking crazy is that? My initial investment is back in my pocket. So whatever the market has from me right now, it's not even mine. I don't even treat it like mine. It's like free money. Do you see what I mean? It's free because my initial's back. So I'm not invested. How crazy is that? So let's see. Jeffrey says after Trump. What after Trump? Well, let's see, bro. I don't know about Trump and all of that nonsense. It doesn't bother me. I don't follow the politics because I don't know. You guys know this, right? I've talked about this before as well. I don't follow the news. I'm following the chart. Unless the chart is predicting the news, then that's great. But I'm following the chart, and the chart says we're going to go down, we go down. And people say, oh, that was the FOMC. Okay. Chart says we're going up. So I'm banging on about it. We're going up 2-3 weeks in advance. All of a sudden, breaking news, right? And then everyone's excited. Oh, that was Trump. That was Elon. Seriously? So am I predicting the news or the chart? You know, which one is it? Because we can't have both. If I'm telling you what's going to happen 2 weeks in advance and it happens, and then suddenly it's all connected to that news on that day. Hold on, man. I got to know about the news 2 weeks in advance. You know, I don't know. So let's see what happens anyway. So, Jeffrey says, Hasib says, so I'm holding till February or pre-Trump inauguration. Pre, you mean post-Trump, post, not pre. Pre means before, post means after. So post-Trump inauguration, fine, no problem. Whatever you do, remember, it doesn't matter how you play this game. Only thing that will matter is if you have a stop loss or not. That's it. It's such a simple thing to do. Also, a lot of guys are holding their crypto in cold wallets and whatnot, but they're considering selling. And I'm like, hold on, you want to sell that? Why the hell is it in a cold storage? You want to sell that? Prep now, bro. You need to set your orders up now. You need to load up them things in the exchanges or wherever you're going to sell right now. There's no tomorrow, because when we go south, we're not going to tell you before we go south. Maybe Sham comes along on YouTube and tells people what to expect. Maybe he goes on Discord and he publishes a whole bunch of stuff and says, guys, these are the prices you're going to be expecting to see. But I never gave you a freaking timeline because I don't know the time myself. I don't know if it's going to happen today. I don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know. Right? So what's the point keeping it in your cold storage, planning to sell it Hold on. When you gonna do that? Set it up now. That's what I'm saying. So, Steve says January to April will be a beauty. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. As I said, 2 days time, when we end the year, the New Year's Day, 1 second past midnight on New Year's Day, basically, that's when we will get a particular candle close and give us a very specific signal on one of my indicators. When that indicator comes up, if it flashes green, then we're bullish for another 3 months, as I said, right? So that means all the way up to end of March, which means April, we're bullish. However, if it flashes red, then I'm just going to basically step aside and I'm going to say, guys, do whatever you want, right? Because I think I've banged on about stop loss enough times. I'm not going to say it anymore. I would literally stop talking about stop loss. Right? So that's what it's going to be. So let's see what happens anyway, guys. Let's see what happens. So far, everything looks interesting anyway. Let's see. I mean, the next 2-3 days, definitely looking very, very interesting. 2 days on the, as I said, on that particular indicator. And then on the RSI, stochastic RSI, if you look at the stochastic RSI, especially, we've already had a reset. Now we're about to flip bullish again, but we're flipping bullish in 2 days and 3 hours. What a coincidence. Even on the 3-day chart, it's showing me the same thing. So everything is kind of resetting around that time. So it should be interesting. Hasib says, what are your top 3 projects with real fundamentals and utility? As I said, I don't follow fundamentals, bro. I stopped fundamentals years ago. By the way, I used to look at all the fundamentals. Nowadays, I don't bother about fundamentals. 2 reasons. One, we either don't know who they are, right? So what's the point looking at those fundamentals and tokenomics? And then the others, they're all institutionally backed. So that's it. So when you're looking at fundamentals, if the institutions are investing in them, the VCs and all of those are investing in them, the big project, the big blue chip project launch, right, where they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars in marketing and advertisement, well, of course they're going to be successful. I'm betting on that, right? So I'm betting where the money goes, and if loads of people are interested in that, I'm also betting on that. So I bet on, my fundamental to me is, are people interested? Yes. Okay, that checks, right? Is there a lot of money being invested into it? Yes. Okay, that checks. That's my fundamental done. Nothing else matters. I don't care about anything else. Tokenomics, the only thing I look at is how many coins are in circulation. Very important, right? And if it's a mining coin or not. So that's also, but that's just kind of me. That's it. Other than that, fundamentals, bro. Buy the bear market bottom, sell. Buy the hype or buy the news. Right? Sorry, buy the rumor, sell the news. So that's it, basically. But you go, whatever you do, the key is, it doesn't matter. This is the key, what you have to understand. It doesn't matter what the project is. As long as you have a strategy, and your strategy must include one thing, right? Is, okay, if the market goes south, how much am I willing to lose? 5%, 10% of whatever I invest. Am I willing to lose that? If you do, fine, stop loss, right? You need to have that. And also, how high am I targeting to go? Maybe I want to go 2x, 3x, 4x. Fine. That's how high I want to go. That's my target. Great. I think this project is going to definitely go to the moon, but my target is 4x. Fine. What's the rules? What are you going to do when it gets to 4x? Because I have a rule. My rule is, if my target is to get to 2x, 3x, 4x, my rule is take my freaking initial out. Do you see what I mean? So strategy is very important, and discipline is the key as well. So you need to have discipline, strategy, and of course risk management falls into that. That's how you play the game. So it doesn't matter about the fundamentals, none of that business. There are so many projects out there. 99% of them are freaking scams, right? They're scams. And out of those, right, maybe 90, well, I would say 10, 15, 20% of those, right, are institutionally backed scams. Institutionally backed scams. Venture capital doesn't invest into a random decentralized crypto project, bro. No, they don't do that. They invest into the boys that they know they're going to make 10, 15, 20, if not 100x. That's what they're investing in. So those are the ones I want to be in. Cardano, centralized, right? Solana, centralized. Ripple, centralized, right? What's it? Avalanche, centralized. Algorand, centralized. XDC, centralized. You see what I mean? So these are centralized projects, but I don't really care. That's where the money is. That's why I'm going to make the money. I want to make money. So what are those 3 projects? So I kind of been mentioning the names to you. So for me, Solana is definitely my #1 project. It's the one I've bet quite a bit on. right? Solana. Cardano's my number two, so Cardano's another one. And funny thing is recently I've actually shifted my holding. So I kind of swapped over. I'm on Flare now. Flare, I'm going big on Flare, right? I'm going big on Flare. So yeah, I'll leave that there. So, and then the others are future stuff as well. So those are the three that I'm looking at. Solana for sure. Always going to be one of my number ones unless things change. Solana, Flare, and Cardano. Cardano 2025 is going to be very interesting. Also, Cardano and Flare, there's another reason behind this, by the way, guys. So, you know, all the hype around AI agents and whatnot and all the other BS that goes around, which is great. One of the reasons I'm looking at Cardano and Flare, right, is because they're actually planning interoperability with BTC. That means we're also expecting a BTC update very soon. However, a lot of people don't know since Taproot was introduced, so that Bitcoin runs on multiple networks. Taproot is just another network. It's not the BTC. It's just another network, another chain. Not even a chain, but it's just another network that can facilitate, right? Taproot actually allows smart contract functionality. So since then, many people, many projects around the world have been trying to build smart contract on BTC, including DeFi and all sorts of other protocols on BTC. So BTC is going to be freaking very big. So as a bonus, the other coin you should be looking at is called Orange, ORNJ, because they have been heavily invested by institutions. Right? Listen to this, right? You're going to freak out. Heavily invested, hundreds of millions of dollars invested into Orange, and yet Orange's market cap is only like $10 million right now. Right now, $10 million. This thing is a $1 billion project at least, if not $10 billion. Do the maths. So that's one you should be looking into, because if anybody can bring DeFi to the market, it will be Orange. And if Orange does it, they will be doing interoperability using the Flare Networks technology. Right, and Cardano is also going to be part of that. So yes, everything kind of falls into place with all of these things. So that's where it's going to happen. So it's coming, my brother. So Hasib, he says he's got Flare too. I hold some. That's coming, my brother. Flare's big. Flare's going to be big, I'm telling you. I don't know if you can pass 1 digit, 2 digit. I don't know. Not bothered about that yet. The technology that's going to be used, the partnerships that are happening right now, and some of the coins, the names I've given, they're all now going to be interoperable. Meaning basically you can send something from one chain to another. Now, the reason why I'm bullish, here's the fun part. People are responsible for generating price action. So price action is you and me buying and selling. That's us. However, when these organizations, these crypto projects become partners with each other, do you know what they do? They actually buy and hold each other's coins. So we're expecting large volume buys, not sell, buys, because they don't sell. They're not allowed to sell because then the partnership's gone. So they buy large volume. So for example, if Cardano becomes a partner with XRP, Cardano is going to buy XRP. If XRP becomes a partner with Cardano, they're going to buy Cardano. You see what I mean? So when both of them become partners with Flare, what do? They buy Flare. You see what I mean? So they're all interconnected. They buy each other's coins. And that's what pumps it. Costan says Orange. My brother. You know, I'm telling you, if anyone wants to see what's happening in 2025, so all the news are going to come out about this interoperability, and especially the targeting BTC DeFi and BTC smart contract, right? Because it's already in the works. It's already happening. By the way, there are plenty of projects already built on BTC smart contracts, right? For example, one of the things they, what was it, man? BRC20. BRC20 was like ordinals, right? That stuff is technically smart contracts, but they're going even further. They're bringing actual DeFi to it. And who wants to play in that DeFi, by the way? So here's the fun part. It's not being built for you and me, Tom, Dick, and Harry. No. They're building it for the institution. So the boys, the big boys in the institution, they don't want to play DeFi with all the other shrimps and all the other sheeps out there. They want to play with the big boys, right? They want to do the big stuff. So they're bringing DeFi to BTC. Right? So I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Big things going to happen. Yes, that's the whole reason it was built. Do you know who invested and who built Flare? I've said it, and believe me, the truth is out there. It will come out. Other people will confirm it very soon. Flare was fully invested and built by XRP. So this technology in Flare is currently being used in XRP as well, right? And it's all about bringing that interoperability. So Flare's goal is to, and it already has that technology, by the way. So other companies are now buying that technology. So let's just put it simple. What Flare's created, the network protocol, whatever they've created, is currently being bought by other companies via the tokens or cash, whatever. But that all brings back value to Flare, right? And I'm happy most people don't know about it, because right now we can buy, say, about $1,000 worth, sit back, relax, and watch this thing go rocket. Do you know what I mean? So 1 digit, 2 digit, 10 digit, I don't know, bro, but there's opportunity. You know what I mean? There's opportunity. Sometimes it's a gamble we have to take. Like I said with the brother, when I saw Sui, analyze Sui, I said, Sui, yeah, put it there or say one or the other. They will give you a 5x. That was the simple maths. You want 5x, you need to make 10 into 50. Well, here you go. So similar way, when I'm doing all of the analysis, when I'm looking at all of these projects, when I'm looking at all the partnerships between themselves, and then what their technologies are, and then who doesn't have the technology, things just go completely out of hand. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. So this is the one that I need to be looking at more than all the rest. Okay, fine. But however, I'm not going to give up on the others as well. So if I've got 10 grand, I'm going to put it in all 10 of them. I'm going to put 1K in all of them, because I don't know who's going to win. So I'm not like, for me, I'm not hoping that every one of them pops 10x. I'm hoping one of them pops 10x. The rest of them, okay, maybe 2x, 3x, 5x. We don't know who's going to be the winning horse, but I want to bet on all of them, because I've got enough money, and I know the outcome, right? So the result is going to be high on one of them. That's all I need. All of them are going to go and race. One of them is going to win, and that's the one I want the most of the money. So let's see. You are right. I read that Flare can do Bitcoin Smart. Yes, they can. FXRP, FADA, FBitcoin. Yes, my brother. It's coming. I'm telling you. It's big stuff. Flare's Oracle is what Cardano's going to be using anyway. So it's coming. G-Shock, my brother. Nice to see you here. Of course, nothing is easily purchased in the US without being risky, correct? No, not entirely. Not entirely. You can buy stuff in US. Depends what you're trying to buy, though, right? Depends what you're trying to buy. I'll tell you what US is doing to make things harder for people. US is now kind of, well, Europe's already doing it because of the micro rules. So Europe now will be delisting USDT from all of the major exchanges. That happens tomorrow, I believe, or the day after it happens, right? No, tomorrow. Yeah, it happens tomorrow. So they're going to be delisting all USD Tether coins from Europe. That's going to follow through. Soon it's going to be US. They're going to do the same thing, right? Then Tether basically stays in Hong Kong or goes decentralized, one or the other. So that happens anyway. The reason is they want to use USDC. So my argument was, okay, I could understand if USA wants to use USDC because it's by a company which is called Circle, which is based in USA, which is regulated by the New York, whatever that company is. And we have Goldman Sachs, who's a big investor in Circle. Fine, we understand all of those things, which is okay, makes sense. If USA turned around and says we can't use Tether, but it was Europe, and I'm like, hold on, you don't have a Euro DC, you don't have none of that BS. So what's going on here? So, you see what I mean? So it has to start somewhere. So this was the first step. It's moving over. It's going to be globally. All centralized exchanges are going to be ordered to delist Tether, so people can use USDC or RLUSD, for example, right, which are all regulated. But I also fear that also means surveillance. So that means that soon there's going to be surveillance, because there are papers out there regarding the CBDC and what they talk about, all the safety features and whatnot, right? Another thing we've seen in the UK is about what's called the flight rule. So they say, oh, how much money you've got, where are you trying to take them, and all of that. So they can't track that. So for example, in crypto, we can't track that, right? Say for example, you fly from UK to USA, you're allowed to carry £10,000 or $10,000, 10,000 basically, whatever currency you are, whatever country, 10,000 of that, fine, right? You're allowed to take that cash with you. Anything above that, you got a problem. But with crypto, you can take as much as you want, but the government can't track it. So now what they're saying is, no, we want to get it to that digital stage where we can track you. Doesn't matter where you go, we will be able to track you. So that's what I fear anyway. It's just my tinfoil hat moment, but it is what it is. And that's why I've been talking about 1984 quite a bit and all the situations that I see. So yeah. Oh, you mean buying orange and this and that? Yes, well, it's not. Listen, once you bought the token, right? And then if you transfer it to your own wallet, there's nothing risky about it. The only risk that you take is obviously you're using a VPN, you're going to have to lie a little bit. I'm from here when you're not from there. That's the only risk, that you literally, lied a little bit. But if you can acquire it, like for me, I'll give you a good example. Costin's here, and he can vouch for this, right? In the UK, I couldn't buy orange. And so I had to literally ask Costin to buy me some, and he's actually holding it for me. So I bought some. I've sent him the BTC. I said, bro, here's the BTC, do it. So he's holding my batch of orange for me. I'm always transparent. He's holding my batch of orange for me because I can't personally buy in the UK. Of course, I could use a VPN. I just didn't bother. What? It doesn't make any sense. He's a good dear friend, right? So I said, you know what? I'm going to send you the BTC. Can you please buy me some orange? Because he's allowed to buy it in his country. So I said, can you buy me some orange and just hold it for me? Right, just keep it there until I open a wallet. And I've been so lazy, I haven't even been bothered to create the orange the plugin and the website. You got to make a website, an account or whatever, right? I've the wallet basically. I've been so lazy, I haven't even had the time to do that. Well, not lazy, just busy. I haven't had the time to do that. Do you know what I mean? But he's a dear friend and he's holding it for me. You see what I mean? So it's fine. Sometimes you just have to kind of find a way. Of course, I could, as I said, I could have used VPN. I need to create a wallet, do the VPN, get it in my own wallet. I could have bought it myself, but I got a friend, so end of the day, yeah. I got Costin to buy it for me. Do you know what I mean? Just because I couldn't basically do it. So it is what it is. Adam says, is Flare token connected to Flare? I'm looking on CoinMarketCap. It says FLR. It's a coin that shows you a sign FLR. FLR. It's like the sign is like a 3 lines like this. FLR. GSOC says, not trying to take over the conversation in regards to what you were just saying about Tether. Is ADA interoperable with USDC? Does that mean ADA will be delisted? No, there is a bit of FUD going on regarding that. ADA did kind of invest in their own personal USD peg coin as well, as far as I know, with the company called CeeLo. They partnered with them. They did that, as far as I'm aware. However, recently with the ISO 202 standard, they have been accepted and they are officially part of that. So they are officially regulated as part of that. That means, yeah, maybe like all the other blockchains as well, depending on how decentralized or centralized they are, those blockchains are also going to be not allowed to use Tether at some stage. Do you see what I mean? However, as I said, there's always going to be a market. Tether has been there, well established for a very long time. Doesn't matter what the excuses are, right? Just because Tether can't be tracked, and technically can't be, believe me. So there's a lot of stuff the governments don't like about it, right? Which is fine. But Tether, I think, will have will probably thrive, right? In the decentralized world. I don't see a reason why it can't. Do you know what I mean? It will definitely thrive there. So there's going to be plenty of decentralized protocol, DeFi and whatnot, where Tether will be fine. I don't see an issue. There's going to be a battle, right? Who pays more APY, for example, to use their token? That's going to happen soon as well. But listen, when pen is mightier than the sword, right? So with the strike of a pen, they've literally delisted Tether, and now they're going to list their own coins, the ones that they can regulate, the ones that they could monitor, and that's what's going to happen. So things are going to get difficult. Put it this way, things are going to get difficult, right? Geoshock, but no, Cardano's not going to get delisted. Also, you got to remember these guys, like Cardano and all the other coins I mentioned, they've been lining up the government's pockets as well, right? I made a comment the other day on a live stream as well. The new SEC chairman, who's coming, the new guy who's coming, I think his name is Alan, if I'm correct, Alan Atkins or Paul Atkins. I can't remember, so please forgive me. But I know his surname is Atkins, right? He used to be a commissioner of the SEC. So this guy used to be a commissioner of SEC, right? Who didn't stop, what's his name, Gary Gensler from all of his BS, right? All the crap that was going on. Because Gary Gensler, when he came into become the chair, I was excited. I was like, whoa, this guy's knowledgeable. He knows his shit because he's been teaching people in MIT and whatnot, right? So this guy knows his stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, it turns out he's a complete opposite of whatever we all knew him to be from all of the interviews and the videos. Complete opposite. It was like complete 180. How's that possible? So anyway, fine. We understand that definitely he's had some political reasons why, he's a puppet, is going to be used. So that was happening. All of a sudden, now we have this commissioner who didn't stop Gary Gensler now being pro-crypto. Okay, fine, he's pro-crypto, which is okay. People can change their mind. Like Donald Trump wasn't pro-crypto, now he's pro-crypto, which is fine. We accept that, because we have very little short memory anyway. So most of us do. We don't remember what we ate yesterday, so it's fine. So all of a sudden is going to be there. But that also kind of gives me some questions as well. It's like, okay, I see these guys, I see all of this hypocrisy because I'm looking through the smoke and I'm like, okay, I can see clearly, right? And I think that there will be specific number of coins that will not be impacted by the SEC or the regulators because they've already been lining up the pockets. However, I also have mentioned this before as well. I feel majority of the altcoins and DeFi coins and whatnot and all the meme coins and all the scam projects out there, they are going to start suffering because just like how they struck off a tether with a strike of a pen, they're going to do the same thing with exchanges where they're going to turn around and say, you can't list these coins or something like this. So there's going to be an entire different market. That's what I believe anyway. So it's not going away anyway. It's just going to be a different market. G-Shock said, I wish Trump would put Vitalik Buterin in the seat. They had talks of it before, but I guess I can see why they didn't. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what Vitalik's gonna do. I really don't know what Vitalik's gonna do, honestly. Even what Elon. Honestly, look, listen. I see Elon going into some position in the government. I'm thinking, aren't you the tech guy? Aren't you the brainiac tech guy? But you're not really an American, are you? Elon's not an American, right? I'm like, you're not really an American. So what are you doing in politics, and how are you actually going to help the people? Do you know what I mean? Isn't it more like you're going to be helping yourself? Are you actually going to be helping people? Because if you are, then great. You know what I mean? But I doubt that. And again, I don't hate Elon. I actually like him. I admire him as a person. I admire Trump as a person. I have loads of respect for Vitalik as a person. And all of his team, by the way. Every one of those guys that were involved in creating Ethereum. Absolute admiration for them. Right? But some of them may be political, some of them maybe not. And I don't think any one of these guys should be in power. I don't think anybody in crypto should be in politics, because that kind of goes completely against decentralization. Does that make sense? Cryptography, cryptocurrency. You just take the crypto out. It's not crypto anymore. It's just currency. You know what I mean? We take decentralization out and become centralized. That's what it is. We don't want that. We don't want founders to be involved in politics. We don't want anything to be centralized. I've always been against that. So, guys, you don't know what kind of shitstorm we're getting into. And as time gets closer and as they implement other stuff, soon people will notice how bad it is for us. Regulation doesn't favor us at all. It doesn't. So Tom, Dick, and Harry, all of us guys out there, that 57% of BTC holders, right? The 50 something percent of all the Ethereum holders and all the other altcoins that most of the degens hold, it doesn't help us. Regulation doesn't help us. Regulation is there to favor the regulators and their friends, not us. We're just the freaking dummies. We're just the labor force. We're just the animals. We're the animals in the zoo. They're the zookeepers, if that makes sense. So Adam says, are there any pros for any to be centralized? What do you mean? What do you mean by are there any pros to be any to be centralized? What do you mean? As I said earlier on, any coin that has massive funding, hundreds of millions of dollars being funded by centralized organizations and venture capital, seed funding and whatnot, even Y Combinator, when you have millions and millions of dollars being given to you to create something, and the marketing, hundreds of $1 million of marketing, well, of course there's a pro. It's going to make money. Do you see what I mean? So you forget the fundamentals, you forget all of those, and you're like, okay, it's going to make money. Because if they're putting all of that money behind it, then it's going to do something. And it's a pro. You know what I mean? Of course, there's a con. The con is that, end of the day, centralized. So anything that's centralized, there will be some form of KYC AML. There will be some form of surveillance on you. There will be some sort of, surveillance on your account, your balance and everything. Good or bad, right now, maybe it's not going to affect us because we're not that much of the population. But as we increase in population, like holders, more and more people, 10%, 20%, 30%, 50% of the people start using crypto, what do you think is going to come? So those are the days that I fear. But however, I don't think they're going to happen right now. Maybe in a decade, 2 decades, maybe in 50 years' time. That's a probability. Maybe it will happen. But I fear it is going to come. When it's going to come, it's a different story. Do you see what I mean? But I'm just kind of thinking beyond. As you probably know already, if you've watched a lot of my streams, you would know I'm always thinking ahead a little bit. I just like to think outside the box. And it helps, because I don't listen to the news. I don't read the news. I stay off the Twitter right, as much as possible, apart from when I'm tweeting something. But I stay off all of those things. So my mind, I don't have other information coming to me. I only go and look for information that I want. So yesterday I published a whole bunch of dates. Most people won't even know what the dates are. But I kind of put a brief description. The dates are there because I've searched for those specific dates. I didn't search for any of that. Those are the specific years I asked on Google. I said, give me that date. And of course, they will bring up hundreds of results, but I'm looking for one specific result. I said, give me that. So I was being very selective of those dates. So it is what it is. Costin says, good night, all. Love the show. Thank you, Sham. Thank you, my brother Costin. Appreciate you coming here. Appreciate all of you guys. I'm not going to be here too long anyway. It's already been an hour and a half anyway. Adam says, on a side note, a big thank you for you coming on and sharing your knowledge. Just know, brother, we appreciate it. No, I do appreciate you guys as well. And honestly, if you guys want to hear, listen, as I said, I'm not a content creator. I'm not a YouTuber. People think YouTuber. I'm not an influencer. I try not to influence anybody on anything, right? I'm not here for that. I don't pump. I don't shill anything, right? I know a lot of people are like, oh, you pumping this. No, I'm not pumping anything. I don't shill anything. In fact, if you watch the part where the guy with the XRP and I said something about XRP, sometimes I may sound completely opposite. Instead of me being a shill, I'll probably start dissing something, right? But I'm just being transparent and honest with you guys. So I'm like, look, guys, end of the day, you got to look at the market for what it is, right? And it doesn't matter, but ultimately, have your goals. What are you in it for? I know I'm not in it for XRP. I know I'm not in it for BTC. I know I'm not in it for any of the founders. Do you see what I mean? I'm not in it for any of those. I'm not in Doge because Elon Musk does something with it. No. I'm in Doge because it's the grandfather of meme coins. Just principles, just buy some. So similar way, there are reasons why I'm in there. It's not always about money, right? It's not always about money, but I always say, do you know what? Ultimate goal is, yes, I'm in it to make the money, but I want to make the money so I can accumulate more of those coins that I want to buy. So that's how it is. G-Shock says, YouTube keeps failing me on the notification side of things. I don't know how to fix that, my brother. The only thing I can say is on our Discord, Adam's part of the Discord now as well, as of yesterday or the day before. On our Discord, I have a Discord bot. As soon as I go live, right, or about to go live. Actually, before I press live, the bot sends out a notification to the Discord channel. That's how Costin and everybody jumped on, because they're all Discord members. So that I do recommend everybody, like, guys, if you want to get the notifications and everything as a backup, then Discord would be a good location, because that's where the link is being sent and people just jump on from there. So that's that one. But yeah, I don't know about anything else. YouTube is YouTube. I can't control it. But saying that, I have an Android device, and on my Android device, I have 3 versions of YouTube. So I have 3 versions of YouTube, and I know one of the versions of YouTube, the one I'm using now, gives me constant notifications. YouTube's official app, I've seen bugs. It doesn't give me all the notifications for some of my subscriptions, so it's weird. But I don't know. I don't understand how this works. YouTube's official music app and YouTube's official YouTube app doesn't give me notifications for the channels that I follow. But this, which is not official, gives me, and when I'm streaming from here, I can see the chats clearly, the writing's clear, the settings are clear. All of this, everything that I'm using here is so much more easier and clearer. Like on the YouTube's official app, if I press chat, it takes me to the YouTube channel to chat, which is weird. Here, when I'm looking at the chat, I'm literally reading on my screen. So I don't know. I don't know. I can't talk for YouTube, but they are what they are. You know what I mean? But anyway, at least they bought us a platform for us to meet up and talk to each other. You know what I mean? Adam says, sorry to go back a bit regarding Flare. Should I buy now or wait? If the market is bloody, it's a good time to buy. It's always a good time to buy during the red. Never ever buy during a green, right? So when we look at the market right now, when we look at Flare, today Flare's at 25 cents. Recently, Flare was as high as, I think, almost 40 cents. So if you look at that, there's been a big discount in the market. It's an opportunity you buy, right? Of course, when you buy, make sure to also set up some level of stop loss, right? Or have a strategy for your stop loss. It's like, okay, if the market's bleeding even further, right? Because we're going to find out in the next 2 days. If the market bleeds even further, then you might want to sit back and just let the market bleed as far as it goes. So if it goes from 25 cents to 15 cents, then you buy, because you're getting a bigger discount. You see what I mean? And you're going to get more coins for that. So have that kind of a thought process. That's what I would say. Pontus is here. Awesome. Nice to see you. What method is your favorite to use? Method of what, my brother? I need context. What are we talking about? When you say method, what method? I need context. Can you tell me what the method is? Method of what? Adam A says, would it make sense then to wait till New Year's Day before making a decision on Flare? It will be good. I'm waiting for that as well. So I'm personally waiting for 2 days. I will wait for 2 days. I will wait for 1 second past midnight on New Year's Day, to see what the candle says, because that's when it's going to give us a brilliant indication whether we're going to be bloody for the next 2-3 months, or whether we're going to be bullish for the next 2-3 months. So if it does give us a signal and the market starts to react from that, because New Year's Day, put it this way, everyone who's celebrating New Year's night, right, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, they're not going to be trading. We know that for sure. In fact, stock markets, everything's going to be closed. No one's going to be trading crypto. So we are going to expect to see probably a little bit bloody, unless there's some manipulation. But the day after New Year, so, the 2nd of January, that's when things kick off, right? If we get the signal on New Year's Day, we already know, and we enter, then we know what to expect, going up or down. So if we're going up, we enter, we bought the cheap, everybody comes back to the market on the 2nd of January, 3rd of January, and then we're the boss. So yeah, I would normally wait. Always, patience is a game. Patience is a game, right? Patience is the game. Because I know a lot of people have been going on about how we could probably even have the bull market go all the way up to 2025 September, November. Some people have called December. Some people have even gone to 2026, right? That's fine. It is what it is. If that's what you think, great. I'm just taking baby steps. I'm taking a month at a time, a day at a time, 2 days, you know what I mean? So for me, I need signals to tell me that that's probable, right? If it's unrealistic, I don't want to say it because, of course, it kind of affects my reputation as well, right? 'Cause I got a reputation to hold. So when I turn around and say certain things, right, I have to be careful. I'm like, okay, guys, look, yes, you heard me effing blind. You hear me swearing at someone and this and that, which is all fine. That's just me being me, right? But at the same time, when I'm giving you crypto calls, right, about a particular coin, or if I'm talking about a particular chart or a particular pattern that I see, and I'm talking about the future, I have to be careful on what I say because I'd rather be right with a certain margin of error. I'd rather be right than be wrong. Does that make sense? So that's how it is. I'm not trying to be right, but I'd rather be right and say, okay, 2 months at a time just works better. Pontus says day trading. What's your favorite? What method is your favorite use? I'm an RSI trader, bro. So for day trading, I'm an RSI trader. I play lower time frames. Right, I do not play high time frames. I won't do 8 hours or anything like this. I always trade within the 4 hours, and when I mean within, I'm literally like on an hourly candle or half an hour candle, right? Even 15 minutes sometime, depending if I'm sniping, right? Scalping basically. So I always keep a very tight time frame. When I'm there, I'm there. If I've done a trade and I'm there, say for example, I made XYZ amount of money for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I've made the money, I'm out. I won't trade that day, right? However, there's another strategy that I do play as well. So during bear market bottom, if I get the signal that tells me the market's now going to start becoming bullish over the next 2-3 months, and I do that quite often, when I see a signal like that, then what I do with a very low leverage, nothing too high, I open a long and I just sit back and relax and let that long ride as long as it goes. You know what I mean? To the point there was once I did a trade. I had my trade open on Binance. I think it was on Binance. Yeah, I think it was on Binance. No, it wasn't on Binance. It was on another platform, BitMEX. I had the trade open for almost 10 months. I was in a trade for 10 months, probably longer, but yeah, 10 months, I remember. So that's another long-term strategy as well, but with low leverage, nothing high. High leverage, I'm in and out. And when I've made a decent amount, 10%, 15%, whatever, had a bit of fun. That's it. This is a casino basically. That's what it is. So that's my strategy. But as I said, I'm an RSI trader. I'll only stochastic RSI as well, not RSI, stochastic RSI mostly. So yeah, I'll trade the stochastics. It's crazy, but that's how I do it. There are some people who do MACD trading as well. That's fine. People also trade waves. Great, no problem. I don't fuss about the waves. I don't really care. Waves for me are bigger time frames. So waves do matter in a bigger time frame, but normal short time frame, I'm there to scalp as fast as possible. Get the hell out. You know what I mean? Get the hell out. And it's all about the candles. And I know that the tighter the time frame, the more faster the candles are going to move for me. Do you see what I mean? Of course, if I'm going to be in a trade and I'm going to look at it on a 4 hour, I don't know what's going to happen 4 hours later. I don't want to take that chance, and I haven't got 4 hours to sit on a computer to do it. Do you know what I mean? So I always say, if you do a trade, then whatever time frame you're going to trade, if you're there for 8 hours in front of your computer, by all means trade whatever you want, right? But always try and be within your time frame. Don't exceed that, because if you're going to be there from say 8 o'clock to, okay, let's do a nice one. You're there for 12 hours, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Does it really matter what 9 p.m. is going to give to you? It doesn't matter, does it? So you need to close your trade at 8 p.m. and leave. So you trade within that time frame, and within that time frame means you got to do 6 hours, 4 hours or something, not even the 8 hour candle, because you can't do that. So that's what it is. Adam says, is leveraging gambling halal? Again, I'm new to crypto trading. I don't know. Leveraging technically is haram. It is gambling. Leveraging is haram. It's not halal at all. No. When you buy a crypto spot market, so any crypto you buy in spot, that is halal. All right, because you're just buying share like anything else, stock like anything else. And if the price of that asset goes up, you didn't really do anything about it. You know what I mean? So it's fine. As I said, just like land or anything like this, if the price goes up, then it goes up and you sell it and you make a profit. It's fine. It's halal. Nothing wrong with that. But leveraging, yes, is haram. Guys, if you're here for the first time, we've been here for 1 hour and 43 minutes on this live stream talking to everybody. Please do consider hitting that like button, at least if you are not going to subscribe. But if you do subscribe, we do appreciate that. We appreciate all of you guys. And also, as I said, if there's notification issues or whatever, you're welcome to join our Discord group, which is another community that we're trying to grow as well. G-Shock says the words new to crypto and leverage shouldn't be in the same sentence. 100%, my brother. 100%. I don't think Adam's new. Adam's just playing with us. You know, Adam's playing with us. Adam's telling us that he's new, but I doubt he's new. I don't think Adam's new. I think Adam knows exactly what he's doing. Adam's got a mortgage. He's got a mortgage. He's got a house. And Adam's telling me he's new. He's not new, bro. He's not new. I believe Adam's not new. It's okay. We're having fun. That's what matters. You know, as I said to everybody, guys, we've only got a couple of days left to the new year, and I want everybody to have a good new year. Start off with a positive note. If I've said anything or, you know, done anything on YouTube to hurt your feelings, I apologize, right? Because I want to start my new year on a positive note, right? Because I'm gonna load up all the positive energy that I have. I'm gonna shoot it into 2025, and by the power of law of attraction, I'm going to get massive positive results from that. See how I'm thinking? So Pontus says, I'm going to gamble all my money on Solana tomorrow. Bro, I gamble all the time on Solana, man. All of those meme coin trades that I do, that's a freaking gamble. Every meme coin is a gamble, I'm telling you. So I'm doing it all the time, man. I'm doing it all the time. Adam says, Wallahi, I'm new. I bought my first crypto in Boxing Day. Boxing Day when? This Boxing Day. I thought you bought your first crypto on New Year's Day. That's what you said the other day. What are you talking about? Huh? The other day you said you bought it in New Year's Day. What are you talking about? Anyway, doesn't matter when you bought it. Doesn't matter when you bought it. Good luck to all of you, right? As I always say to people, doesn't matter when you buy it, right? You can buy whenever. Crypto's not about like, oh, buy this time or that time. Nobody knows what the perfect time is. We hope to, we plan for it. That's the one thing. Most important thing is obviously whenever you enter, always trade with a stop loss, have a stop loss or a target that, okay, I cannot afford to lose more than that. Have a strategy. Believe me, guys, that's going to help you stay calm, stay patient, get on with your life, because there are people out there who are literally pulling their hair out. I've done it in the past as well. People will pull their hair out because they're losing money. They don't know what to do. Oh, I buy any dips. Right. Have a strategy, bro. Have a strategy. So that's what I always say to people, because it's all about saving your funds. There's no point going in there, because that will be gambling, right? If you're buying something and it dips, and you buy again and it dips, right? Isn't that more like gambling? You are gambling. So then even a halal becomes haram. You know what I mean? Even though it's halal, it becomes haram. So no point doing any of that thing. If I said news yours day, my bad, I think you misread. Maybe I did. Anyway, that's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Listen, it's okay. Not a problem. Right? I'm here, Adam. I'm here. There are community members, as I said, on Discord as well. Plenty of people are knowledgeable. In fact, some of the guys, they are better than me. Right? They know their crypto. For example, Costin, that was here, he's on our Discord as well. He's an engineer. He's like a software engineer or something, right? You know, smart guy. Let's put it this way. There's a few really brainiac people there. We've got one that's probably good enough to be close. I call him the Tesla. We have a Tesla in our group, right? Nikola Tesla in our group. Really brainy, really smart guy. So we've got really nice, smart people, brainy, smart people, and everyone's willing to help each other. Right. Of course, there are moderators out there. If anyone misbehaves, then they will kick them out or time them out. But other than that, yeah, I mean, we have a good community, good mature community. I'm sure you probably notice as well. People give their comments and thoughts and whatnot. You'll probably find me with the long form messages whenever I give some, but everybody's very quiet. It's not one of those hyped up communities out there. People come when necessary, they would say something. And of course, with me, you've probably noticed as well, I usually publish my thumbnail, tell everybody when I'm going live and everything, those kind of things. You know, we're not there all the time because, listen, as I said, we don't have the time. Everyone's too busy. Everyone is busy with work, with other stuff, with life, with family. Everyone's busy. We just don't have all the time in the world to go and sit there and chat all day long. You know what I mean? So yeah, Adam says, this is why I'm asking you some dumb questions, brother. So much info I'm trying to take in, and new terminology, it's hard. That's fine. Listen, that's why I'm here. As I said, I'm here, and it doesn't matter how experienced you are and how experienced you're not. In fact, this channel started with absolute beginners, absolute beginners who didn't even know how to download apps. I'm not joking. I've had freaking cavemen here who don't even know how to download apps when I originally started the channel. I'm not joking. In fact, recently I mentioned how I created a coin, and the link is in the description, right? One of the brothers, he's in where is he? He's in Philippines or somewhere around there right now. So he's over there, right? But he's not from there, by the way. He's for a business, he travels. So he messaged me today. He's like, bro, I'm in this country. I'm going to China next week. And I said, okay, fine. He said, but how do I buy this? I said, bro, how do you buy what? He said, how do I buy your coin? Because I saw you were talking about your coin. I saw it on the link, and I've gone to how do I buy this? I said, what do you mean, how do you buy this? He said, how do you buy this? I said, well, it tells you where to go and buy. So you go there and you buy. Haven't you bought before? He's like, yeah, but I can't remember how it's done. I'm thinking, seriously? So he's bought plenty of Solana meme coins and coins before, but he's asking me. So I said, okay, fine, when I'm free, I'll call you and we'll deal with it. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I said, I've seen plenty of cavemen here. I'm not joking. Adam, I know you're not that bad, my brother. I know you're not that bad. But as I said, this channel originally was for friends and family. So many of those you guys who are new, you don't know about this, but this channel, or me coming to YouTube, originally started with a group of people, friends and family, who started, like when BTC started to explode and they didn't listen to me, and they started calling me basically, right? So these guys were calling me and I was just busy with life, and they're like, oh bro, can you tell me how to do this? I was like, bro, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a YouTube, and I'm gonna make one video. You tell me the questions, I'll do one video. And that's how the group started on Discord as well. I said, I'll do one video, and then you guys could chat over there, and then I'll publish that. That's how this channel started. So if you go back to the timeline of how this channel originally started, you'll see I wasn't just coming online on my own and talking about crypto and whatnot. No, I was actually talking to the communities from day one. This channel's always been talking to the community. Literally, I take people's name. I'll be like this person, that person, and specific names, right? And I'll be talking to them. I'll be answering their questions. Of course, someone who's anonymous, who wants to stay anonymous, that's a different story. I usually say a member or a friend, right? Or if I can't remember, I also say the same as well. But I've always been transparent, guys. So yeah. G-Shock says, I'm a caveman or a dinosaur. I'd rather a flip phone. Bro, you telling me flip phone? Bro, forget the flip phone. I'm back to Nokia, man. I would love to have a Nokia. And in fact, I do own a Nokia, by the way. I still own a Nokia. I like the old-fashioned Nokia. I got a Nokia at home. Yeah, some people said to me that's like a drug dealer's phone or something. I don't know, whatever, bro. But I do like my Nokia. I still own a Nokia, and I treasure it. I treasure it. It's actually my so this is quite funny. So I have a Nokia that works on GSM network, 2G or whatever, on the GSM network. That's for my international use. So depending where I'm going, though, by the way, not everywhere. But yeah, love the good old Nokias, man. Can't go wrong with them. There's a whole bunch of coins we talked about. Recently. Everything's coming into that kind of buy the dip zone. But as I said, 2 days, guys, 2 days. Let's see what happens in 2 days. I think that's the most important thing. G-Shock says, for real, I'm looking up Discord. I don't know what you mean. What, the Nokia phone? I have an old Nokia phone. Still works, and I just use it for international uses depending on which country I go to. So sometimes if I go to another country, I don't want to really have a smartphone, then yeah, I use that. So that's that. If you look in the description channel, the description right below, this video, the description, the link is there. It's clearly marked Discord. Sorry guys. Yeah, it's clearly marked Discord, so just go and check it out. It's the official Discord link. Yeah, I've got all my links. That has everything, so that's where all the links are. And then I've separated, because some people were finding it hard, so I've separated it. So I said, okay, here's the individual links to whatever you want to follow. But yeah, it's there. Adam says XRP gone down 5.6 in last hour. I think what make that happen? It's just BTC doing whatever it needs to do. If you watched my video from a couple of weeks ago, on the last week, I was talking to one of the guys on the stream, and I said, Faisal, we might be looking at going to around below $2. If you go a couple of weeks back, I said to everyone, and it's true, I said, guys, I have an order to buy XRP, so I will be buying, literally spot buying XRP when it goes to below $2. So again, I know a lot of you guys don't understand sometimes when I'm coming and talking, because you're seeing the market being hyped, you're seeing all the news and all the FOMO stuff, right? And all the influencers pumping out their stuff, XRP is going to $100 and this and that. And I'm sitting here saying, no, actually, the chart says it might go below $2, and it goes below $2, right? Because it did, by the way. It went to 198 first, and then we went back up again. I said, if it goes back, because we're going to test. So I said, if it goes back below $2, that's when I'll have a buy order. I didn't have a buy order above that. It's below that $2. So that's all I'm saying, basically. So there are sometimes you got to, of course, if it might never go there. But the point is when we're looking at something, when I'm telling you guys that, guys, there's a potential the market will go in a particular direction, there's a reason behind it. I'm not here to sell you BS, you know what I mean? Because if I don't have confidence in what I'm telling you, in the work that I put in my charts, I won't tell you. Because as I said, there's a reputation I got to hold, right? And so far, I haven't missed a call. Fingers crossed, you know. I pray to God that he doesn't manipulate me, right? But so far, the directions and the calls that I've given to people, and when I've said a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, in fact, there was one particular date where we did a video. So we did this live stream, and I was comparing other bull markets, and I said, based on this maths, on this specific date, right? And I even gave the month and the date. I said, on this date, this should happen. And it was like a if this then that statement. I said, this should happen. If not, then this will happen, right? And it worked out exactly and on that specific date. So, you know, I've got a reputation to hold, you know what I mean? So sometimes when I do these crazy things, I'll tell people this is what's about to happen. Sometimes maybe on this date, like as I said, 2 days from now. I don't know how many people are talking about 2 days from now. I'm probably the first. Again, other people will probably copy, because I do have a few other YouTubers who also follow my content. I've noticed that sometimes whatever I'm talking about, then later on it pops out. I'm not sure how. It's okay. You know, they probably have spies in the Discord or whatever. Great, not a problem. I don't worry about it. But yeah, I did talk about the 2 hours. It's fine. Just people panicking. Don't worry too much about the market bleeding out. In fact, if BTC goes towards the $86,000, a lot of these coins are going to dump at least another 10, 15, 20%, if not 30, 35%. Do you know what I mean? But that also brings us opportunities. And that brings opportunities, by the way, to the people who are not just holding. Anyone who's holding, I feel sorry for you, because you're seeing the price go up and down and you're still holding. Anyone who trades with a strategy, buys, spot buys, not leverage, spot buys with a strategy, right? So $1,000 in, okay, fine, I'm willing to lose 10% if the market goes down. Well, then he's got $900 left and the market just bled 50%. Well, now he can buy 40% more than, or 50% more than he would have before. So he has more coins. You see what I mean? So you got to look at the market in a particular way. Very important, very important. If you don't look at the market in a particular way, then it's a different story. And I always say, if you're in it for the money, like you want to make money, you want to pay your bills with it, then best is trade with USDC, USDT, whatever. Trade with that. Don't focus on the coin itself, right? But if you want that coin and you want to accumulate more coins, then focus on getting as many more coins as possible and trade with the stop loss. That's that. So guys, it's almost 2 hours. It's almost 2 hours, and my throat is killing me, as you can probably notice. I'm kind of coughing as well. So I won't drag this any longer. It's been an absolute pleasure having all of you guys here. If there are any other questions, I'll happily answer those questions before I go, but we're not going to be here forever. Listen, today I took a bathroom break. I did everything. I did everything. So I'm here. I'm here. You know what I mean? I can be here for another 2 hours, not an issue. But if you have questions, then of course I'll answer them. If not, then let's not drag this, because the intention is not to drag this for too long. I'm here for you guys, you know what I mean? Oh man. Keep an eye on the market. That's all I'm going to say. Focus on the numbers. Focus on the market. Keep an eye on the total market cap. G-Shock says, is your email listed in Discord? Haven't left yet to look. No, my email's not there, bro. That's I don't publish my email or my phone number. I don't do that. Of course, there are members who I've never met. There are members who I've never met in person, and you know, after a certain amount of time, we built trust, and now they have my number, they have my email, they have my direct contact. That's a whole different thing. We're like friends now, we're like brothers now. So that's a different story. But no, I don't list it there, because that's the worst thing I could do. I'll get spammed, bro. So yeah, I don't list my contact number or my email address. I don't do any of those. But Discord is a public group, so you're welcome to keep things public. That's what I always say to people. Earlier on in the video, I said this as well. I said, guys, if somebody really needs a particular advice or a service or whatever, those are all paid stuff, right? Of course, small things there, that's a different story. I'll have a little chat with you guys. But I just don't have all the time in the world to take out and spend with individuals, and that's one of the reasons why I avoid all of these things, because I try to reserve my time, my 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, for the paid clients. And I'm just being transparent with you guys. I know you guys might, oh, this guy's all about the money. No, guys, that's the worst thing. I've already got clients that I'm busy with, right? And because of that, I reserve that time for them. So I just don't have enough time to answer everybody. I know some people might come and just want to just talk personally, fine, but I say, you know what, don't do that with me directly. There are so many people in the community, so go to the community chat. That's where you're invited to go there. Keep in the community. You'll find someone who answers, at least, right? If I'm not there, someone will answer. So that's that. G-Shock says, have a project I'd like to speak to you about. What's the best way to reach you out of your opinion or guidance? Yeah, I mean, okay, fine, talk to me on Discord, or we'll talk on Discord, not a problem. So go to Discord and you can message me through there, and give me a brief description of what the project is or what you want to talk about. If I think that is something that we can talk about, yeah, we'll talk about it. It's fine. I'm not saying you need to pay for it. You know what I mean? That's fine, don't worry. Okay, so we'll do that. It's not no, there is no G-Shock. There is no paid thing. No, there's nothing like that. Just go to Discord. It's completely for free. All I'm saying is I reserve my private messages and private conversations for the paid members. There's no such thing like people who pay me for that service. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, you can contact me, but sometimes what happens is you might not get a reply from me. So I said this to Adam. I said that to Adam actually as well. I said, Adam, if you do post something on the private chat on Discord, then just remind me on the public chat, because I don't actually look at the private chats unless I have a prior appointment or something. You see what I mean? So because there's so many messages coming in, right? You won't believe, like, for example, Twitter, I have so many DMs, I stop looking. On Discord, I get so many DMs, I stop looking. On Telegram, I get so many DMs, I stop looking. on WhatsApp, I get so many DMs, I stop looking. Right, so I reserve those. I'm like, okay, if I have a prior appointment with someone, then I'm going to speak to that person, right? But if I don't, then I'm not going to even look at, because there's hundreds of messages. Who am I going to talk to? How many? I don't have that many hours in. It will take me a week to reply to everybody. So that's why I just, I'm like, okay, private chats are reserved for paid people. But of course we do, I'll talk to you. That's not an issue, right? So right. Pontus says, how can I join Discord server? The link is in the description, my brother. In the video description, if you look, you'll see the Discord link. It clearly says Discord. Okay, so you're welcome to join from there. Okay, all my links are there anyway. So I'm as public as it gets. You can Google. By the way, if you Google 0x file, my whole profile comes up. I'll be number one on Google. If you search me on Google, I'm not even joking. You don't need to. You don't need my name. You just put 0x files, and the whole Google, the first 2 pages is just me, because I have a profile on every single platform with this exact same name. Right, so I'm as doxed as it gets. You know what I mean? So yeah. I know there was someone the other day who was like, "Oh, you're hiding in your car." No, bro. I just don't hide at home. That's the difference. I'm not hiding at home. That's the whole difference. I've got better things to do. My home is for me to go sleep, shower, take a shit, and yeah, that's it. Get changed. Nothing more, bro. That's home. So I don't spend time at home. I've always been out. Remember, guys, all the links for whatever you're looking for, I'm sure there are plenty of stuff that you're probably looking for. All the links are below the description, right? In the description, all the important links that I feel important are there, right? And I'm not plugging anything. I'm not asking anyone to pay me anything, by the way, guys. So none of that business. You want to have a little chat with me, fine. If you feel that you can't talk in public, you want to chat privately, fine. We'll organize that. That's not an issue. But I just wanted to be transparent why I'm not. If you DM me, you won't find me, right? Because a lot of people they join Discord, and I'm not joking. They join Discord, and then they'll ping me on DM me, right? And I'm not looking at it, even though the notifications are there. I'm just not opening that section because I haven't had a prior appointment with anybody. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, it's not happening. I used to have a Calendly, by the way. I still have it, but I don't promote it anymore. But I used to have a Calendly account. And so I used to share the Calendly link to my clients, and I used to say, book me through there. So, and we used to do only Google Meets or Zoom calls, right? I don't do Zoom anymore. I do Google Meets because Zoom was bought by Microsoft, I believe. But Google Meets, so proper meeting through there. That's how we used to do it. So, but now I don't do it. And that one had the company Stripe, so I had a Stripe, and it used to deal with Fiat. I stopped dealing with Fiat. I don't do Fiat anymore, so it is what it is. Any other questions, guys? If not, then I'm going to shift. I've actually got quite a long drive. I've got at least, I stopped here, literally in front of someone's house. I stopped here because the internet was actually quite fast. So when I made the thumbnail, I kind of parked up and I was like, okay, let me make a thumbnail. And the internet was rubbish. It was like I was getting 1 megabyte to 5 megabyte maximum, or megabit maximum. And then I came here and I was getting like 80 megabits. I was stopped, literally just stopped the car, and I was like, right, that's it. I'm gonna start talking from here and start streaming. So I've got about another 4 or 5 miles to go home. Yeah. So, guys, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. I will try and come online tomorrow. However, New Year's Eve, I might not come online depending on my schedule, because I have been invited to a few parties and whatnot. And New Year's Day, I'm not sure. Again, we've got a few parties and whatnot. I'm not sure, but I will probably come online in the evening, because in the daytime I've got some parties that I'll be invited to. But in the evening I might come online on New Year's Day. So if you guys want me again on Discord, just message me and say, Sham, can you go online? And if I can, I will say, yes, I can. You know what I mean? And also, I also give all of you guys, Adam and everybody there, I'll give you all of you guys the option. Tell me what you want me to talk about. Because I'm here for you guys. Remember, when I come to the live streams, I'm not coming to the live stream for the entire globe, right? The 2 billion people that have accounts. I'm not here for that. If they're here, bonus, no problem, right? I want them to be respectful and we can talk. That's not an issue. I welcome everyone here, right? But all the time, every time I come on YouTube, I'm coming for you guys. I'm trying to answer your questions. I'm trying to talk to you guys. I'm trying to engage with you guys and the Discord community. So that's how it is. So I hope you all understand this. This is a YouTube, but of course it's not a standard YouTube channel, right? This is a community. But yeah, I love all of you guys. Thank you very much. Highly appreciate everything. And remember, stay positive. The next 2 days, we're going to be so positive. And we're going to open up the 2025 with a positive note and positive law of attraction. And everything positive will happen to us, right? So, yes. Jeffrey says, you too. Thanks, bro, for knowledge and insights. I start using. Okay, Jeffrey, anytime, my brother. I haven't seen you on Discord as well. I don't know where you been, man. You just vanished, man, all of a sudden, brother. Pontus says it's best to wait when BTC dumps until you buy. 100%. You need to wait for BTC to do what it needs to do. As I said, the next 2 days is very crucial for us. So we've got, let me tell you how many. So we've got 2 days and 2 hours remaining for us to confirm BTC if it's going to go down or if it's going to go up. And if BTC is saying it's going to go down, then it's better for us to wait a couple more days and then buy the bigger discounts. So that's very important. So other than that, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. As I said, thank you very much for all of you guys coming here and all of you guys on the chats as well. It's been an absolute pleasure. And you guys, so I will see you on another one very soon. As I said, possibly tomorrow. And if you guys want me to come and talk about anything, then please do let me know in Discord and we'll talk about it here. We'll answer any questions over there. We'll answer it here. And hopefully things work. Pontus is going up, I think. If it goes up, it goes up. Things look good. Yes, it looks like it might go up. I'm feeling bullish. But feeling bullish and actually doing it is a whole different story. And as I said, I can't confirm anything just because I feel bullish or I expect things to go up to 100K, 200K. Doesn't mean the market or the charts want that to happen. You know what I mean? So we can go by only what the charts are saying. And of course, when we look at the chart, we have two types of data. We have one that is a fact and one that is a probability, right? So we know what the facts are, which means what today's price is and all of the candles that have closed. Those are the facts. And then when we look at the indicators, they are giving us the probabilities. And so far, the probabilities are telling us that, yes, we are looking like we're going to be bullish in the next 3 days because all the indicators have reset just because BTC has been on a sideways movement for the last 12 days. Right, but you have to see that you have to look at the charts on a 3-day candle pattern, and you'll see that it's been moving sideways. And then this first candle that we received last few days ago, like yesterday, that one gave us the first break of support, which is perfect because once we get that, then we know we're going to start moving back up again. So 140 until sell, initial sell. Okay, awesome. If that's what you're expecting, I'm expecting $1 million, bro. I'm expecting $1 million. So let's see where we go. But as I said, let's talk about this on another live stream. It's been an absolute pleasure having you all here. All right, always enjoyable when I see you guys. And yeah, let me catch you tomorrow, as I said, and we'll decide what we do on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We'll decide later. For now, stay positive, stay safe, be friendly, be kind, right? Positive thoughts. We are going to go to the moon, right? Adios, my amigos.